Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live broadcast here at KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. I'm Dr. Mike Prince, and welcome to today's contest between the Rice Owls and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. The Panthers, of course, representing the Southwestern Athletic Conference, coming in with a record of 4-2 overall, but more importantly, 4-1 in conference play. The Panthers will be taking on the Rice Owls, who represent Conference USA. They're 0-6 right now, and it is homecoming, and a beautiful setting it is for homecoming, and the Panthers will try to disrupt that, and we'll talk more about that when we come back with the beginning of our pregame show. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Pre-game show for the Panthers and the Owls getting together here at the historic Rice Stadium. The stadium was, of course, built in 1950. The Super Bowl between the Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. I almost said Pittsburgh Steelers, but the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings played in Super Bowl here back in 1972. I was a young lad then, but as time has moved forward, they've done some restructuring, if you will. It used to at one point hold 40 or 72,000 people. Now it holds 47,000, and they're going to try to fill this thing to capacity today with homecoming 2016 for the Rice Owls. As we may mention, the Rice Owls are led by head coach David Bailiff. He's in his 9th year right now, and by far this has to be one of the most struggling years for Coach Bailiff and company. We're going to take a time now to hear from Coach David Bailiff. He is talking in his weekly talk show about the struggles for the Rice Owls and the expectations of playing against the Prairie View A&M University Panthers.
Last year they actually led FCS in scoring, averaged 44 points a game. They've been beat by A&M and Grambling. They're a very solid football team. They actually offensively most always have a tight end in the game. He may be at fullback, a lot of 11 personnel. And defensively they run every blitz that has ever been drawn in the history of football. They have in their playbook. So every snap it's something new. They're a big high-pressure defense.
Mentioned that offense, the quarterbacks, there's a redshirt freshman named Jalen Morton. He replaced an injured young man, Trey Green. So, like you said earlier today, expect to see both or maybe one over the other?
No, we think we'll probably see both if he's healthy enough to come back. But the redshirt freshman, he played really well.
And on the defensive side, defensive tackle Devon Reed, 5th in the FCS in sacks. What is the defense?
That's the young man from Elkins.
Yes, sir, I think so.
Yes, it's kind of, you look at their roster, and I would think a lot of the guys on our team probably went to high school with a lot of the, you look in there, Arlington, Houston, Elsick. So there's going to be a lot of familiarity with players on the team. But they're an athletic football team, and Coach Simmons has them playing really hard. But it's homecoming, and we need to get a win. And that's one where we need to absolutely execute everything that we do and spend the time. And it really is. It's the second half of the season, and we have got to get on a roll. We are not a bad football team. We've just got to be more consistent, and we're going to start accumulating some wins.
Amen to that. And I remember you and I talking, and the other media members talking before last season began against Wagner. Had there been a long streak where you guys didn't play FCS teams, but by no means do you guys take them lightly, do you?
Well, you can't. When I was at TCU, we actually played Northwestern State and took them lightly and got beat by a field goal at the end of the game. Those are proud young men. They want to come here. They want to play well. There's always a point to prove when a FCS school plays up. and and you get their best.
And nobody would know that more than you. I know you had some Texas State teams that played.
That's where we used to go play Texas A&M and Baylor, and those guys wanted to prove they should have been recruited there.
Like you said some earlier on this show and earlier today, how do you see the guys' mentality, even just one practice deep into the week, rebounding after Saturday's game?
Well, I think it was like I said earlier. They came over today. It's incredible. Nobody likes where we are, but we also are smart enough to know the only way out of it is to stay united and keep working.
And, of course, that was Coach David Bailiff, head football coach for the Rice Owls. The Rice Owls lost a tough game last week to the University of Texas in San Antonio, losing by the score 14-13. So the Rice Owls come in at 0-6, and they will have their work cut out for them as they'll get ready to host the Panthers. Got to remember that they are an FBS program still, which means that they have an opportunity to house a few more guys scholarship-wise to an 83 to Prairie View 63, something to that nature. But it's going to be a very competitive game, I'm projecting, and it should be something worthwhile noting. The Rice Owls are led by quarterback Mr. Tyler Staling. Staling is the leading man behind the helm for the Rice Owls, and he will be accompanied with a couple of go-to guys that he like to hit in the receiver spot, Zach Wright, and you have Mr. Alan Aleka and another Wright, Lance Wright. They're not related, but he likes to make sure that he gets the ball spread out. And the Panthers, as you heard mentioned in the pre-cut here by Coach Bailiff, are led by the defensive force of the Panthers, in particular that of Mr. Devon Reed. Devon Reed is number 2 in the Southwestern Athletic Conference with sacks, and it is number 5 in the nation of the FCS standings, which sacks has a total of 8 on the year. So the Panthers do have a great opportunity to pull off what some would consider the upset here on the day. And for those who are wondering what exactly and how is Conference USA constructed, they have 2 divisions, of course, a West and a South, and in the Western Division is Southern Mississippi. We'll touch about that in just a second. You have UTSA, as I just mentioned, Louisiana Tech, North Texas, University of Texas at El Paso, and Rice make up the Western Division. Right now, Southern Mississippi is at 2-1 conference play. UTSA is at 2-1. Louisiana Tech is at 2-1, as well as North Texas. University of Texas El Paso and Rice have yet to get wins in conference play. UTEP, or University of Texas El Paso, is at 0-3, and Rice is at 0-4 in conference play. On the east side, you have Florida International University. They're 3-0. Old Dominion is at 2-0, and Western Kentucky University is at 2-1, as well as Middle Tennessee. And 1-1 will be Marshall. Charlotte is 1-2, and Florida Atlantic is at 0-3. So the main mention I want to talk about the Southern Mississippi part is the Panthers' now former coach or head coach, and his former head coaching responsibility or mentor was now leading the charge at Southern Mississippi. And so you can imagine that these guys have had some type of conversation going on about how to have success against these Rice Owls. We'll talk a little bit about that when we return, as we'll hear from Coach Willie Shotgun Simmons and the Panthers and what it's going to take for them to be successful in today's contest. You are listening to the pregame show right here at KPVU 91.3 FM, the Panthers Sports Network.
Alright, I've gone through all the tracks, just move through the beats. Do your thing.
Alright, everyone, let's hear it for West High's own Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Brooke.
Scratching at my first school dance takes confidence. So getting into college, I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Pregame show for the Panthers and the Rice Owls scheduled to kick off at 2:30 Central Standard Time. Right now, the Rice Band is out performing in front of the homecoming crowd. They have yet to fill in as we would expect, but nonetheless, the game shall continue to go on. And speaking of the game going on, of course, we talk with Coach Willie Simmons each and every week at the Panthers Sports Report. And we got a chance to talk with Coach Simmons, and here are his concerns and factors for the Panthers to have success in today's contest.
Well, the mindset is that we go and play our best game, that we prepare to play a complete football game. We're yet to play one in 6 games in all 3 phases, offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. So for us, offensively, we got to go in and not turn the ball over. We're last in the conference right now in turnover margin. And that's not a stat that you want to be last in, because it means you're not protecting the ball on offense. It means you're not getting enough of them on defense. And so we got to do a much better job of protecting the football. We've thrown way too many interceptions, way too many fumbles that we've had. And so we got to do a better job of protecting the ball. Also penalties. We're having a lot of senseless penalties with false starts and things of that nature. So we worked hard last week to clean that up, and hopefully we can go into the game and not beat ourselves. That's what you want. You want to go into the game and give yourself a chance. I learned the old saying a long time ago that in life you want to give yourself all the advantages. And that means in football, that means not beating yourself. That means not having crazy penalties, silly penalties. That means not turning the ball over. That means, just playing a smart football game. And so that's what our focus is this week. We understand that this is an opponent that, again, is an FBS opponent. Like you said, they have, 22 more scholarships than us. We can get full scholarships. We have 63 fulls that we can break up into partials and stretch to 85, but they get 85 full scholarships. And I think the difference where that comes in for people who don't understand is, like I told the team, when they line up to kick the ball off, not maybe the first kick, but midway through the second quarter, they're probably going to line guys up who haven't played a lot of snaps on offense and defense. They're fresh. When they line up the punt, they're probably going to have guys running down the field that haven't played a lot of offensive and defensive snaps because they're fresh. Well, for us, because of our limited numbers, we have starters on kickoff coverage, guys that probably just came off the field playing defense. We line up the punt. Our starting receivers are going to be lined up on punt to try to block and go down there and tackle somebody. So that's what we're going to have to dig in and really challenge ourselves and say, okay, he's fresh, I'm fatigued. Do I have enough in me to beat him on this play? And I think that's going to be the difference. I think special teams will be a huge key to this football game. And I've always believed that upsets and routes occur in the kicking game. You want to upset someone, you need to have a dominant effort on special teams. You want to blow somebody out that you're better than, you have a dominant effort on special teams that usually takes place. So that's why I think the biggest challenge is going to be for us this week. And we worked really hard at it on Sunday. We'll get back at it again today. And hopefully our guys understand the magnitude of the game and how well we have to play to give ourselves a chance to go down there and make history.
As you can hear, the salute to America with the Star Spangled Banner. We'll let this play out. And you just heard a tribute to Old Glories being sung by a local youth choir. We just heard from Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons talking about the Panthers and how the Panthers are going to have to overcome being their own worst enemies. In that particular case, we're talking about penalties and, in particular, third down efficiencies. As far as the FCS standings are concerned, the Panthers are ranked 52 in the nation on third down efficiencies. They're right underneath 38% with 37.6% of third down efficiency. That is going to have to be a number of improvement, and we'll try to watch that on the day. As far as the team passing efficiency on defense, the Panthers defense, which is coached by and led by defensive coordinator Ralph Street, they are 20th in the nation, averaging just at 110 yards per game. So the pass and defense has definitely improved, and the fourth down conversions for the Panthers, they're tied for 10th in the nation of the FCS, right at 75%. So the Panthers are going to have to make sure that they take advantage of every opportunity on today's contest. The Panthers are in what I think a very great position to create and cause a little havoc, if you will, for homecoming 2016 for the Rice Owls. The Rice Owls are going to be dressed in their navy blue uniforms from head to toe, navy blue helmets, shirts and pants, and then they will be taking on the Panthers, who of course will be donning the purple helmets today with all white uniforms. So it's a nice look for the eyes, and we'll be here to be your eyes and voice as the Panthers and the Owls get ready to take on this non-conference battle between Conference USA and the Southwestern Athletic Conference. We're going to take us another break, and we'll come back with today's projected starting lineups of today's contest. You are listening to KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station, and the Panthers Sports Network.
Would you risk crossing a street busy with traffic, against the light?
Watch where you're going!
Wearing a blindfold? Probably not. Other risks aren't as obvious, but could be just as deadly. Like the risk for type 2 diabetes. Take the free diabetes risk test to learn if you're at risk. Go to diabetes.org/take the test or call 1-800-DIABETES and stop diabetes before it stops you. A message from the American Diabetes Association.
It takes a village to fight HIV and AIDS. Who better to do it than us? When better to do it than now? Where better to do it than here? Let's get educated, let's get tested, let's get involved, and let's get treated. To learn more, visit www.blackaidsday.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Pregame show is just about to be expired, and we'll have Panthers and Owls action live from Rice Stadium here in Houston, Texas. I'm Dr. Mike Prince, and thank you for joining us on today. The Panthers are in what I call the driver's position, if you will, to try to get things back on course as they get ready to take on the home team, Rice Owls. Today's projected starting lineups. And, of course, we will start off with the Prairie View A&M University Panthers first. It's going to be a changing behind center, if you will. We'll talk about a little bit on that once we get done. But for the Panthers on the offensive side, you're going to have Caleb Broach, number 28, start off at running back. He'll be interchanging with Dewanye Tucker, number 13, and, of course, Stephon McCray, number 21. For receivers, Hodge is still on the shelf for the Panthers, so they're going to hold him out. He could play if necessary, but with the season still well in position, they are going to, of course, hold him back as long as they can. So the receiving core will consist of DeMario Lestrap, number 87, Mr. Joshua Simmons, number 3. You'll see some actions from Mr. Darius Floyd, number 11, and you'll see Bell and Jackson, of course. So the tight end will be Cameron Smith. He wears number 83. On the defensive side for the Panthers, you will have Mr. Willie Green, number 90, at defensive end, along with Mr. James Harper, number 75, and he intertwines with Mr. Malachi Jean, number 53. Devon Reed, who has been talked about much, and he has lived up to the press clippings thus far. He also will be our featured player profile at halftime, as well as Mr. Willie Butler will see some time at number 50. Jalen Coleman and Stephen Guillory will be interchanging in the middle linebackers position. Lavige, number 52, will also, I just saw it said strong side linebacker for Coleman and Guillory. Middle linebacker will be number 52, Lavige, and he and Jalen Williams will alter in and out. And don't, of course, count out Mr. Billings, number 44. J.P. Bryant, number 15, will be listed on the weak side linebacker. Cornerbacks, you have number 25, Terrence Singleton. The nickel back now is Mr. Arthur Lockett. He is wearing number 5. Will Skinner will be at free safety, and Mr. Marquise O'Leary, number 32, will be the rover. For the Rice Owls, as we may mention earlier, will have some guys in position. They are, for the most part, a pretty young team as they are trying to find their first win of this 2016 campaign. They'll be led on the offensive side by quarterback Tyler Stallings. He wears number 10. In the backfield will be Samuel Stewart wearing number 24. Wide receiver will be Zach Wright, number 17. And with Zach Wright, number 17, you have Mr. Timmy Aleka. He wears number 12. And Mr. Lance Wright, number 5. On the defensive side, some guys to look out for will be Ellabry. Ellabry is the strong side linebacker, wears number 58. And McCaskey, who has probably been the most versatile guy on the defensive side for the Rice Owls. He started out as a linebacker, but now they have him at strong safety. He wears number 9. And they have a young man that's at free safety with a very unique name. His name is J.T. eBay, but he spells it I-B-E. So there will be some young men to look out for as the Panthers and the Owls will get together here. They're going to do the tossing of the coin, and we're going to take us a quick break, and we'll come back to let you know how it's all going to unfold as we begin today's broadcast between the Rice Owls and your Prairie View A&M University Panthers. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Teach me another one.
Okay. A chick in a car and a car won't go. That's the way to spell Chicago.
C-H-I-C-A-G-O.
That's right.
Dad, how about Mississippi?
You ready for Mississippi? Okay, let's go.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we moments away from kickoff between the Rice Owls and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. I'm Dr. Mike Prince, and we'll be giving you the play-by-play action as it unfolds on the day. The Panthers have won the toss, and they've deferred till after halftime. So that means that the Rice Owls will start off with the ball first. The Panthers will be kicking off. Right now, the Panthers will be going from left to right on our dial. I'm sorry, the Panthers will be going from right to left on our dial, which will be from south to north. And, of course, the Rice Owls will be going from left to right. Back deep for the Rice Owls and ready to get things on the start. Looks like that will be at number 23 for the Rice Owls. Number 23 for the Rice Owls being that of Ashton Walter. He and his brother are here at Rice. They're twin brothers coming on here to be a part of the Rice Owls. His brother wears number 27. He wears number 23. And the Walter twins will be doing duty for the Rice Owls. The Panthers are lined up. Houlihan is ready to go. He kicks this ball, and it will begin. Be treated at the 3-yard line, running inside and wrapped off and moves a tackle, and still on his feet, runs across the 32-yard line. It was Ellaby to get it across the 30. They're going to spot him at the 35-yard line. Well, it'll be first down and 10 for the Rice Owls, as the Rice Owls will come out ready to do work. The Rice Owls coming in 0-6, representing Conference USA. The Panthers 4-2, representing the Southwestern Athletic Conference. The Rice Owls in the spread now. Panthers showing at the moment 3 down linemen. Staley is the quarterback in the backfield with the Rice Owls. Takes it, play action, and throws a quick hitch pass to the slot receiver who's got a wide open lane running downfield, and he just pulled up.
The pass is complete.
He just pulled up.
Parker
Smith, number 11 for the Rice Owls, was open, had a huge lane, and he just pulled up lane. He picks up 45 yards, be first down and 10, and he just blew a gasket. The ball is first down and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Panthers. Second possession for the Rice Owls. Opening drive, there's going to be an option read. This time, Stalings keeps it, and he hurdles down to the 16, 15-yard line, picks up 5 yards, running to the left side of the Rice Owls offensive line. It's going to be second down and 5 as the Panthers will now get ready to go. 3 down linemen for the Panthers. Spread look for the Rice Owls. Single back in the backfield as Stellings trying to look, takes the snap. He gives the ball off to his back, and is going to be wrapped up by a host of Panthers. Taking that run for Austin Walters, number 27.
He was tackled by number 52
for
Levine.
The Rice Owls.
Third down.
It will be third down for the Owls.
The pass is incomplete.
Owl pass just incomplete.
Trying
to hit the receiver on the quick out, and it will be incomplete. It's going to bring up fourth down and 3 for the Rice Owls right at the Panthers' 13-yard line. The Owls are lining up for the 30-yard field goal as the kick is up and on the way, and
the kick
is good from 30 yards out. And the Rice Owls strike first here on their first possession with 13 minutes and 15 seconds of the first quarter play. The Rice Owls take a 3-0 lead. We want to take us a break, and we'll be right back. See how the Panthers respond. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Snickerdoodle shortbread, fudgy nut bars. How many treats? Snickerdoodle shortbread, fudgy nut bars. How many treats in the cookie jar? 1, Dad, you're supposed to jump over the rope.
One more time. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There was a flag on the play, a face mask flag against the Panthers. So the Owls took the points off the board and decided to take it and go for it. And just on the first transition, there was a handoff that was just fumbled and recovered by the Owls. Tried to run ball back and lost 6 yards. Is going to bring the ball back to the 12-yard line, be second down and goal to go. So Rice maintaining possession of the football as now Staling in the spread looking, trying to get things going. The Panthers with 3 down linemen. Takes the snap, does Staling, looks, throws quick to his right. That ball is caught to the slot and running in for the touchdown on the 12-yard run on the pass. Austin Walters, number 27 for the Rice Owls, catches the 12-yard reception for the touchdown. So the field goal was taken off, and the Owls elected to go for it again, and this time they get the 12-yard touchdown pass to Austin Walters. And now, instead of 3-0, it is now 6-0, 12:25 on the clock as the PAT is up and good, and the Rice Owls will now take a 7-0 lead as they will now take a break because no more flags are going on, and we'll be right back with more Panthers football action. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
If you're a homeowner facing foreclosure and a so-called loan modification expert asks you for an upfront payment, run, and run fast. Be aware of promises that can't be kept, like,
I guarantee to save your home.
We can significantly lower your mortgage payment.
Protect yourself from foreclosure scams. Assistance from a HUD-approved housing counselor is your assurance that the information is trustworthy, and it's free. Visit www.hud.gov/fairhousing.
A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as the Panthers are trailing 7-0. A bit of confusion. There was a 30-yard field goal that was good, but then they took that one off the board with the face mask penalty, and that's part of the struggles that the Panthers have been having, untimely penalties. So instead of being down 3, they're now down 7 after the 12-yard completion from Staling to Austin Walters to make it a 7-0 lead. The Panthers will get ready to come back and respond as Jalen Morton will lead the Panthers and the charge once we get ready for the kickoff. This game is being streamed live on network, not televised today's game, but however, it is a beautiful, beautiful day for the broadcast here. The Panthers are setting up, ready to go. Back deep for the Panthers is Mr. Arthur Lockett. He wears number 5. He awaits at his own 3-yard line. And his counterpart back there is number 3, Mr. Joshua Simmons. So now the Rice Owls ready to get the kickoff here. The marching storm has made it for the Panthers here today in attendance as the kick will be retrieved by Simmons at the 7-yard line. He goes back, got a lane to go. He's walked across, and he's still on his feet. He's to the outside, to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! 93-yard touchdown reception. Joshua Simmons breaking it out, and the Panthers are a point after from tying this contest up. That's how you respond. Got toward the middle lane, broke to the outside, and the rest was Katie bar the door. 93-yard kickoff return, and the Panthers have hit the Rice Owls right back in the mouth. Houlihan now awaiting the point after try. The holder, Russo, who's normally the holder, did not even come back onto the field. He wasn't anticipating getting a score that quick. So Russo now coming in, and they're going to have to hurry up before they get a delay of game here. So Russo is now back in position. Houlihan ready to go. He was waving, I do not have a holder. So now Russo in place. The snap is up, down, and it is good. Houlihan with the point after try, and it makes it all tied at 7 each. 12 minutes and 11 seconds. The Panthers and the Owls all locked up. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers respond with a 93-yard kickoff return by Joshua Simmons, and now this kickoff by Houlihan is 5 yards deep into the end zone, and the Panthers defense will come back onto the field to see if they can get things cranked up. As you heard maybe in the pregame show, Coach Simmons said in a game such as this, the difference is going to be special teams play, and that is a great way to get your team a fighting chance. Take advantage of every opportunity, especially from those angles. And the Panthers right now have tied this contest up as the Rice Owls will come right back out, start at their own 25-yard line. Staling is the quarterback, has 3 receivers to his right side, takes it, gives it to his back. Back runs and bounces into a pile of Panthers, does get a couple of yards on the game. Not much to write home on. It was number 24, Stewart, the running back for the Owls. They're going to credit him for 2 yards on the game. James Harper leading the charge on that tackle. So it will be 2nd down and 8 as the Rice Owls line up at the line. No huddle offense. I want to make a note that October is breast cancer awareness, and the Rice Owls are representing that with the pink R on their helmets. Normally that R is white, but a pink R right now as Staling's ready to go back to work. 3 receivers to his right side. He's looking over the Panthers defense, takes it, play action, wants to throw the ball up top, and that ball is going to be complete It's going to be a completion at the Panthers' 47-yard line, and that was Alaka, number 12, on the reception. It's going to be 1st down and 10 as the Owls line right back up now. Spread look for the Owls. Staling, the quarterback, looking over the Panthers' defense. 4 down linemen now for the Panthers. Staling takes it, play action to Stewart, looks to his left, throws to his left, and that ball is complete. And they're going to say he was in bounds as that ball is Nate German with the reception inside the 30-yard line at the 29-yard line. As Skinner was credited with the tackle, it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Owls. Owls right back to work. No huddle offense. Panthers now showing 3 down linemen. Staling overlooking the Panthers lineup. He has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And now he takes it, gives it to Stewart. Stewart bouncing to the left side, gets around to the corner, runs through a defender, finally gets put out of bounds as that was O'Leary on the tackle. And there's a flag down. We'll hear what the officials have to say about this one right here.
Holding. Offense, number 66. 10-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
And it will be holding against one of the big guys up front for the Owls, and number 66 being Mr. Calvin Anderson. You don't want to hear his name called out for that. That's going to push the Owls back and negate a big run by Stewart, and it's going to be 2nd down. The ball is at the 38, 39-yard line of the Panthers. So Staling now with the spread look. Stewart still in the backfield. Panthers showing 4 down linemen. Staling looks to his right, throws to his right, and that ball is complete as a host of Panthers make the verge on Alaka. Singleton leading the charge. It's going to be a 9-yard reception. It's going to be 2nd down and 11 now for the Owls. Owls lining right back up. No huddle offense. Spread look for the Owls. Staley now has his back to the right side of him. Panthers still now, they're showing 3 down linemen. Staley looking over the defense for the Panthers, trying to make a mark. He play actions to Stewart, and there's going to be a stoppage of play as we're at 9:27. We'll hear the call here in just a moment.
False start. 13, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
Well, once again, the Rice Owls stubbing themselves in the foot. Another penalty. This time it's going to cost them 5 yards. 13 being Mr. German for the Rice Owls, as now it's 3 receivers to the left for Stewart. The ball is back, or Staling. The ball is back at the 36-yard line of the Panthers. Staling checking out the defensive lineman for the Panthers. Panthers look like they want to apply a little pressure right now. Panthers have 3 down linemen. There's a quick pass, and that ball is complete to the far side, and it's going to be a completion as Granson makes the reception. On the tackle was Arthur Lockett, and it's going to be third down and 13 from the 32-yard line of the Panthers. Still a no-huddle offense for the Rice Owls. Staley checking over the defense. Panthers looking in a 3-4 defensive look right now. And they're moving linebackers back and forth. Staley trying to make the adjustments. 3 receivers to the right side for Staley. He finally takes the snap, looks to his right. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked. The ball come loose. And they're going to say he was down on the contact. Singleton almost thought he had the reception, but that was Willie Green and Harper wreaking havoc on the defensive line along with Devon Reed. So it's going to be 4th down, and the Owls are going for it. The ball's at the 33-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 14. Staley stays in. 3 receivers to his right side. Panthers now got everybody up on 2s, now 2 down linemen, and look like the Panthers are about to bring the noise. Staley looking over the defense, takes the snap. He looks to his left. He steps up in the pocket, and he's sacked! Oh, yes, yes, yes! A big sack by Arthur Lockett brought the heat, showing the bliss, and the Panthers will take over on downs. Came in instead of kicking or doing anything like that, went forward on 4th and 14, and with 7:31 remaining in the first quarter of play, the Panthers get a turnover of downs, and that is an exciting thing to see when you're in a game like this. So now the offensive unit will come out for the first time at their own 39-yard line. Jalen Morton is the quarterback. He has the ball. He will take it and roll to his left and makes a quick reception, and it's going to be complete. Oh, my, they're talking a little noise already. Simmons got right into the face of the defensive back, Banks, as Banks kept trying to drive Simmons, and Simmons, the whistle had finally blown. It was a 6-yard reception, and Simmons let him know that we're not going anywhere. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. The ball is at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. Morton in the spread look right now. Takes the snap. Looks to his right, throws to his right. That ball is complete over to Simmons. Simmons, and he's going to be smothered. He will get knocked back to the 40-yard line. He lost 5 yards on that one. Gordon was credited for the tackle. And a lot of flags all over. Let's hear what it's all about. They're still sorting things out right now and discussing it.
Personal foul. Clipping. 67. Offense. That penalty will be declined. 3rd down.
So it was a clipping call against the Panthers, number 67. Of course, being for the Panthers is Mr. Rose. Chris Rose called for the penalty.
3rd down and 9.
It's 3rd down and 9 from the 40-yard line. So Morton in the pistol formation, broaches his back in the backfield. 2 to the right, 2 to the left in receiver mode. Now Lestrap lines up to the left in the slot area as Morton will now make some adjustment. He stands at his own 35-yard line. Looking over the 4-man front, they're showing blitz. Morton being flushed out of the pocket. He throws as he was hit. pressure was being applied, and boy, they are jaw-jacking. The Rice Owls are jaw-jacking. Wow. They are really animated as the Rice Owls are saying, hey, we may be 0-6, but we are still an FBS opponent, and the Panthers are saying, give us what you got. We're not going anywhere. We didn't come here for a check. We came for the win. So it's going to be a punting situation right now as Houlihan will get ready to punt back deep for the Rice Owls, standing at its own 21-yard line, as Houlihan will make this kick, and it is a fair call. Roberts with the fair catch at the 25-yard line, and the Rice Owls will take over with 6:09 here in the first quarter play. There is a timeout on the field, and we'll take a timeout. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
It takes a village to fight HIV and AIDS. Who better to do it than us? When better to do it than now? Where better to do it than here? Let's get educated, let's get tested, let's get involved, and let's get treated. To learn more, visit www.blackaidsday.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. We're live from Rice Stadium here in Houston, Texas. Homecoming 2016 for the Rice Owls. The Rice Owls and the Panthers currently tied at 7 apiece. The big play was the 93-yard kickoff return by Joshua Simmons following the scoring drive by the Rice Owls. Right now there is a timeout on the field, and as we give you the timeout here, we'll give you some scores going on throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Grambling is on top of Mississippi Valley right now at the time of 28-3. And you have Jackson State and Texas Southern all tied at 7. And you have a later game tonight will feature Arkansas Pine Bluff and Southern University. So right now we're all tied here at 7 from Rice University as the Marching Storm and the Rice bands exchange pleasantries between battling of the bands as these guys battle on the gridiron. We're back to action here. Spread formation for the Owls. They're at their own 25-yard line. There's going to be a run to Stewart. Stewart running straight up the middle, and he is bouncing off defenders, crosses midfield, and gets finally tackled down at the 47-yard line of the Panthers, and that is a pickup of 17 yards on the run. Owls going right back to work, no huddle offense. 3 receivers to the right side now for Stalen. Panthers with 4 down linemen. Play action, looking, Stalen throws, wants to go for the big play, and that ball incomplete, but there are many flags thrown on the field, and we'll hear in just a moment.
Yo, what's up? This is the Black Eyed Peas, and we're here for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. Music is one of the most important things in our lives, but nothing is more important than life itself. So when you drink and drive, you're risking the life of yourself and the lives of everybody on the road. Don't plan to drive, just plan ahead.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There's a
foul. It's defensive pass interference. There's no foul on that play. Their feet were tangled. Personal foul, hands to the face. 95 defense. Penalty, automatic first down.
Well, multiple fouls against the Panthers. The Panthers, they thought was a pass interference foul. You heard it explained, but then there was a personal foul against the Panthers. Number 95, Devon Reed, hands to the face. So that is going to give the Rice Owls an additional 15 yards. As there were multiple flags down, they had to sort all of that out. It's going to bring the ball down to the 33-yard line of the Panthers, where it'll be first down and 10 with 5 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, all tied at 7. Rice Owls ready to go to work. Staling, quarterback in the spread formation. He has one back in the backfield with him, and that is Stewart. Overlooking the defense, he takes it and gives it to Stewart. Stewart runs down the middle, and wow, what a hit by, that was Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson came in like a torpedo and laid the woods. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. No huddle offense, ball at the 31-yard line. Panthers now with everybody up front, 3 down linemen, but all on their 2s. No 3-point stands. Looking like they want to show some different looks now because Ralph Street likes to show multiple looks. He gives it again to Stewart. Stewart jiving to the outside. He's at the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown. No flags on the play. And that's going to be a 31-yard touchdown run by Samuel Stewart. And the Rice Owls have taken the lead again with 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. 31-yard run for Stewart on the left side. And the point after attempt in route for the Owls. Snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And it makes it 14-7. Rice Owls on top of the Panthers. Panthers will come back with an opportunity to answer yet again. You are listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
We used to think all lung cancer was the same.
But now we know there are several different molecular types of lung cancer.
By performing molecular testing on a lung cancer tumor, doctors can try to determine what's causing it to grow, which can help identify treatment options.
Not all lung cancers are the same. Talk to your doctor to see if molecular testing is appropriate for you. And visit lungcancerprofiles.com. That's lungcancerprofiles.com. A public service of 6 leading lung cancer advocacy groups and Pfizer Oncology.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live from Rice Stadium. Rice Owls have just got a 31-yard touchdown run by Mr. Stewart to make it a 14-7 lead. Rice Owls on top of the Panthers. Last time the Panthers got a kickoff, Joshua Simmons decided that he didn't want to put the offense on the field. He ran it back for 93 yards, and that is how the Panthers have scored. Right now, they are still in the middle of a timeout break. I want to remind that our halftime report will be featuring Mr. Devon Reed. Devon Reed is number 5 in the nation with sacks, and he is number 2 in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. He will be our halftime featured player profile, along with scores and updates and everything that's going on around the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And if time permits itself, we'll let you know what's going on in the MEAC. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Mr. Dotson is in the house with us, Marcus Dotson. Our studio engineers is Ms. Sharice and Mr. Andre. Want to thank you all so much. And the boss, Mr. Hughes, understanding he's en route, and we are all gathered here to say there's plenty of room at the end as the teams break out now to receive the kickoff. Back deep, as mentioned before, Arthur Lockett and Mr. Joshua Simmons. Panthers going from right to left on the dial, dressed in their all whites with the purple helmet. As Cox gets ready to kick off for the Owls. Now Tucker is back deep. And so this one right now will be retrieved, and this one is going to be taken by Simmons again. Simmons looking, I'm sorry, that's Tucker. Tucker spinning through and gets up to about the 26-yard line. And it will be first down and 10 for the Panthers as they get ready with 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
First down and 10 from the 27.
Panthers had a little bit of luck moving the ball as the Panthers are meeting on the far side of the sideline. Now they will come and break out. In case you have just now joined us, Mr. Jalen Morton is leading the charge at quarterback. He has the spread look. He's lined up in the pistol formation. This time, Javonte Ham appears to be the back in the backfield. He goes in motion as Morton takes the snap. He will run forward toward the 30, and he will fall down. And there is a stoppage of play, and there's a flag on the play. And we will see what this call here is as they gather together to discuss the matter. The Panthers gathering around saying that it's going to go against the Rice Owls, and we'll get some clarity right about now.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, 58, defense. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that will go against Ellerby. We mentioned Ellerby in the beginning of this day's broadcast. Ellerby has been one of the more active players on the Rice Owls defense, and maybe he was just a bit too active on that play, as it's going to cost his team 15 yards, which will push the ball up to the 44-yard line of the Panthers, first down and 10. So Morton now in the spread look. Coming ready to go back to work. Now Broach in the backfield as he will take it, gives it, and keeps it himself on the option read, and couldn't get outside the grasp of the defense. McCaskey, who has been the force to reckon with for the Rice Owls. He led the charge on the tackle. It's actually going to be a loss of 1 yard. It's going to be second down and 11 from the 43-yard line of the Panthers. Panthers trailing 14-7 at the time, with 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. Panthers checking things out in the spread look. Broach is in the backfield. Right now, the Eagles have 3 down linemen, as both of these teams kind of run the same type of defensive scheme. As Morton, now he got a high snap, and he's trying to get it, and he's just fall on it, son. And he does retrieve it. Tried to pick it up and run with it beforehand.
14 Johnson fumbles.
As that was a change of quarterback. That was Johnson in at quarterback for the Panthers. Joshua Johnson was in at quarterback, as he muffed that one mightily. Give my
Morton back in at quarterback.
Going to be third down as Morton comes back in. Third down and 22 now for the Panthers. 22. I said 30. And Morton would not come back to work. He takes it, looks back, and throws. He hits Joshua Simmons. Simmons got some daylight, and he gets across to the 40-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up, as it will be Banks on the tackle, B.J. Banks. As it will be fourth down now for the Panthers, and the kicking unit will come back out. 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter play. Panthers didn't move too much on that one. Ellerby will be back deep for the Rice Owls. He will stand at his own 20-yard line as Houlihan will get ready to punt this one. He stands back at his own 26-yard line. Awaits the snap, does Houlihan, and it's a high snap over his head. And Houlihan got the kickoff. Wow. And it is retrieved and still running down the sideline with a convoy, and Houlihan can't make the tackle. And that was a catastrophe all over the place. It was a flag on the play. Nashawn Ellerby ends up getting into the end zone, but there is a flag on the play. All kind of mishaps happened just then. So now they're discussing the matter, and here's the call. Well, I thought the call was coming. They're still discussing it. So they're kind of sorted out. And here we go.
Running into the kicker. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains. Fourth down.
Boy, things are lining up for the Panthers as On those over-the-head snap, Houlihan was run into as he tried to just hurry up and get that ball away in the midst of all the chaos. Is going to negate the 56-yard punt return, and it's going to be 4th down. Only a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to make it 4th down, and we'll call it about 7 for the Panthers. More importantly, the Panthers do not give up the points, as that could be a good sign right now. So now they're trying to collect themselves together on the far sideline, or the Panthers, and the Rice is here on the near sideline. Rice in their all navy blue, Panthers in the all white. So now they're coming back out, and this time it looks like the Panthers got everything in motion. There's the snap to Houlihan. This time he gets the kickoff, and that ball is bouncing and bouncing down. Finally touched at the 5-yard line, and they're going to bring it back up, and they're going to say at the 9. But they line up at the 9. They say he touched it at the 9, but they downed it at the 5. So it will be 1st down and 10 for the Owls at their own 9-yard line with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. The Panthers and the Owls doing battle here in this non-conference battle here in midseason. Staling coming out now, leading the charge for the Owls. Owls showing the spread look. Looks like there's a new back in the backfield for the Owls. That's Derek Dillard. He wears number 1. He's in the backfield. Panthers with 4 down linemen look. Look like they might try to show a little blitz package. James Paul Bryan lined up on the left defensive end, looking like he's ready to attack. There's going to be a pressure by Bryan, and that ball was dropped. Incomplete. Tried to make that reception. Was number 5. Was Lance Wright. And Wright was not able to hold on to that. It'll be 2nd down and 10 right now. Rice Owls lining right back up. Panthers now with 3 down linemen. Rice Owls leading 14-7 right now. Staling checking out the defensive look. Panthers moving linebackers in and out. Right now in the gap looks like Riley Johnson. It looked like he may show this. He backs out. Now here comes Staling. Looks to his right, throws. That ball is complete, and it's going to be to Wright. And Wright will make the reception. And gain 9, 3rd and 1. As the Panthers trying to hold off the Owls. The no-huddle look now. There's going to be a give to Dillard. Dillard is hit immediately. That was Jalen Coleman in on the tackle. But he does get enough for the 1st down. Coleman with the tackle. And it is 48 seconds now remaining here in the first quarter. Rice Owls on top, 14-7. Panthers with all kind of looks right now. Willie Butler, who is in, wearing number 50, lined up in a 2-point stand. Staling checking out the defense. He's lined up in the spread. Takes it, looks, throws to his left, and that ball was almost intercepted. Alaka makes the grab, but it looked like Lockett had a bead on that thing, and it just got in between them. So it will be 1st and 10. Rice Owls at their 38-yard line, leading 14-7. Spread look for the Owls. Staling will have to wait because we've just come to the end of the first quarter, and with that, the Panthers are trailing by the score of 14-7. We'll take a break, and we'll come back for the second quarter play. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you as the Panthers and the Rice Owls have completed one quarter of play. The Rice Owls on top at the time of 14-7. Panthers holding their own here against the FBS opponent. Got a 93-yard kickoff return by Mr. Joshua Simmons, and 2 touchdowns for the Rice Owls. Mr. Walters is the recipient of 1, and then Stewart, both of them from inside. Well, one was inside the red zone, 12-yard touchdown pass, and then a 31-yard run by Stewart, and that has been our scoring thus far. Right now, the Panthers, representing, of course, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And speaking of the Southwestern Athletic Conference, we'll try to give you some score updates. As at halftime, Grambling is having their way with Mississippi Valley, leading by the score of 35-3. And you have the Texas Southern Tigers on top of the Jackson State Tigers by the score of 10-7, and they are at halftime. We're ready to get to work back now, as they have flipped sides of the field. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 38-yard line of the Eagles, as Stalin will now have 3 receivers to his right side. Stewart in the backfield with him. Panthers showing 4 down linemen now. Stalin takes the snap, tosses it over to the right side. That's Walters on the right side, and he is upended, and it was Arthur Lockett on the tackle. And it will be a pickup of 6 yards on the run, as it will be 2nd down and 4 from the 44-yard line. No huddle offense yet again for the Eagles. I'm sorry, for the Owls. This time 3 receivers to the left side of Staling. Staling looking over the defense for the Panthers. 4 down linemen. Takes it, looks to his left, wants to throw. Got time. Tosses that ball, and that ball is complete, and it is a tackle by Lockett, as Granson with number 19 makes the catch, and it will be enough for another Rice Owl first down, as that ball is at the 48-yard line of the Panthers. Still with the no huddle. Owls trying to make things count here, as there's going to be a play action. And this time it was a run, too, Mr. Dillard. And Dillard was tripped up as he picked up half a yard. Jalen Williams will be credited for the tackle. 2nd down and 10. No huddle offense. 3 receivers to the right side yet again for the Owls. Panthers this time with 3 down linemen. Staling taking his time, looks over. Now he is ready to try and get back to work. He's checking out for the instructions from Coach Bailiff on the near sideline. Panthers, meanwhile, have 3 linebackers. Everybody else in the backfield. Stalin takes it, looks, throws, and that ball is complete, running across the middle and finally pushed out of bounds, as that was German, number 13, with the Rice Owls getting another first down. That ball is going to be down to the 27-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 23 yards.
Lockett with the tackle, first down and 10.
So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Rice Owls on top, 14-7. Dillard now in the backfield with Staling. Panthers 4 down linemen. There's going to be a reverse, a triple reverse, and now they're trying to throw the pass to a wide open Staling, and Staling gets the reverse, as it was Tyler Staling with the 27-yard pass reception. Mr. James Mating ends up getting the touchdown pass, and a little trickery by the Owls to get the Panthers a little discombobulated for the 27-yard touchdown pass. So now the PAT is going to be up, and the kick is good. And just like that, Rice has a lead of 21-7 with 12 minutes and 37 seconds here in the second quarter play. We're going to take a break and be back with more Panthers action. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k. What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Texas Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Panthers trailing by the score of 21-7. A little trickery done by the Rice Owls as they did a little double reverse action, and the quarterback Staling ends up catching a 27-yard reception, and he was all alone as the receiver James Maiden, number 2, was able to connect. And it makes it now 21-7 as the Panthers will get ready now. Back deep, number 13, Dewanye Tucker, and number 3, Joshua Simmons. Panthers trailing 21-7. The kick now is going to be down by Joshua Simmons, number 3. And it's going to be Panthers ball at the 25-yard line, trailing by the score of 21-7. 12 minutes and 37 seconds coming out. Quarterback Jalen Morton, number 12. He'll be coming out for the Panthers. He'll be leading the charge as they're meeting up on the sideline, trying to get their rally caps together. The Panthers trailing, trying to strike back here. Double pistol look for the Panthers. There's going to be a keeper as swinging to the outside, making defenders miss, and finally getting out of bounds was Morton. Morton gets up to the 32-yard line, picks up 7 yards on that run as Morton on the play option read, keeper. He picks up second down, and it will be about 4 yards, 3 yards to gain. The no-huddle offense, double pistol look for the Panthers. Dewanye Tucker goes in motion. There's going to be a give to the back this time, spinning forward, falling toward the 35-yard line, close to a first down was McCray, number 21 for the Panthers. Panthers are going to be just a hair short. It's going to be third down and call it 1 from the 34-yard line. As the Panthers changing out personnel right now. Morton goes out. It looks like the Panthers are going to do some type of Wildcat formation right now, as it's going to be a keeper and the Wildcat running up the middle for the first down on the Panthers was 21 Stephon McCray, and he'll pick up the first down off the Wildcat. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 37-yard line. Panthers trailing by the score of 21-7. So the quarterback, Morton, does come back in. He has the double pistol look, 2 receivers to his left side. As he is overlooking and he's going to play action, he throws that ball quickly, and it is incomplete. Intended number 8, Quentin Bell. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers trailing 21-7, 10 minutes and 57 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Panthers now with 3 receivers to the right side, or to the left side of Morton. In the backfield is going to be McCray. McCray throws a block as that pass was incomplete with Quentin Bell, and he missed that one here on the near sideline. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers going
64 defense in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
As there was an offsides penalty called against the Owls, and that's going to give the Panthers 5 yards. So let's make it 2nd down and 5. So the Panthers still with a little bit of hope here as the ball is lined up right at the 42-yard line. 3 receivers to the left side for Morton. Morton looking over to the sideline now, getting his instructions. Goes up, calls his audible, steps back. 4 down lineman for the Rice Owls. Takes it, throws it, and that ball was intercepted, or they're going to say it was deflected. And Ellaby with the interception, but that ball came right off of Bell's hands and deflected right into Ellaby for the Rice Owls, and that's going to be a turnover against the Panthers. That's one of those where you thought the receiver had it, and it came right off his hands, and it's going to be a turnover off the interception with 10 minutes and 46 seconds now. The Panthers will be on the defense. The ball is at their own 46-yard line. So Staling quickly comes back to go to work. Staling wears number 10 for the Rice Owls. Staling looking over in this spread look. Panthers with 4 down linemen now. Staling has one back in the backfield with him, and that is number 24, Stewart. He play actions to Stewart. Staling stepping up in the pocket, wants to go for the big play, and that ball was caught for a touchdown.
That's a 46-yard touchdown.
46-yard touchdown pass by number 12, Alaka. And the Rice Owls strike quick after the interception. 46-yard touchdown pass from Staling to Alaka. Now the Rice Owls trying to separate themselves right now, leading by the score of 27-7. The point after try by Hayden, number 18, is up and good. And with that, the Rice Owls take a 28-7 lead with 10 minutes and 37 seconds remaining before half. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Nurse, set up an IV. And you, her boyfriend, you were the driver?
Yes, doctor, but I didn't mean to hurt her. I only had a few drinks. I was just buzzed.
Just buzzed? Oh, then your girlfriend is fine.
Hey, sweetie. I feel great.
She's really okay?
What, are you kidding? No, not really. Nurse, get me a suture kit. Stat.
Buzzed driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you from Houston, Texas, as we're at Rice Stadium. KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. Panthers trailing 28-7. A quick strike by the Rice Owls after the interception, and a 46-yard strike from Staling to Alaka to make it a 28-7 lead for the Rice Owls here in their homecoming 2016. Panthers got to try and strike back here. Had a couple opportunities, couple of mishaps on the offensive side, but nonetheless, it's enough to try to keep working and fighting. Don't let this thing get out of hand too quickly. The bright spot for the Panthers today has been the 93-yard kickoff return by Mr. Joshua Simmons. That was after the first score for the Rice Owls. And since then, the Panthers have not had much movement and penetration on the offensive side of the ball. So we'll see how that changes things out. As now the Panthers have Joshua Simmons and Arthur Lockett. I'm sorry, not Arthur Lockett, but Dewanye Tucker back deep. Dewanye Tucker wears number 13, Joshua Simmons number 3. So now the kick by Rice Owls kicker, number 2, Mr. Cox, is up and off. And this one is deep into the end of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback, and the Panthers will take over first down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Don't forget that at halftime we will be featuring Mr. Devon Reed. He will be our player profile, as we'll get a chance to catch up with him. Coming in today's contest, he was number 5 in the nation with sacks, number 2 in conference play. The Panthers breaking from the sideline now, as they will come in going from left to right on the dial. Panthers in their all-white uniforms, purple helmets. Rice Owl in all navy attire today. So Morton now comes in. He has the spread look, as he has his back in the backfield with him. Rice Owls want to try to throw a little action. The ball is given, and it is going to be a pickup of 3 yards as Dewanye Tucker, number 13, picks up for the Panthers. And it's going to be second down, and we'll call it 6. They'll give them credit for 4 yards on that run. Panthers going right back to work with the no-huddle offense. This time the Rice Owls have 3 down linemen. Morton scaling over, sends his receivers now in motion. He's going to take it, and there's another run, this side on the inside run, as Tucker will fall toward the 30-yard line. He'll pick up about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. So the Panthers have to more than likely pass on this down. Another spread look for the Panthers. 2 receivers on each side. Morton barking out for signals. Tucker, number 13, in the backfield with Morton. 3 down linemen for the Rice Owls. Morton claps his hands, takes the snap, looks to his right, steps up in the pocket, clutches one time, and that ball was almost intercepted.
Interception.
Well, they said it was picked off. Looked like he dropped it, but that ball was intercepted. They're going to give credit to him as number 12, Ellis.
Interception at midfield.
They're going to say it's going to be 1st down and 10 now for the Rice Owls at the 50-yard line. 9 minutes and 18 seconds. Looked like he may have dropped it for a moment, but they're going to give him credit for the interception. Not a televised game, so you cannot go back and replay that one. So now Stalin is back on the field on the offensive side for the Owls. There's a quick hitch to the receiver in the slot, and that is going to be a run all the way down. He's going to say he stepped out of bounds. It would have been a 50-yard.
Touchdown, Rice.
Looked like he said he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They have announced it as a touchdown run. But the official was pointing that he stepped out of bounds. Nonetheless, okay, I guess he didn't step out of bounds. They said he pointed that he stepped out of bounds. Wow, so it's going to be a 50-yard touchdown reception. And they're going to credit V.J. Banks with the reception. The official clearly pointed that he was out of bounds, but nonetheless, Fox with the PAT, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 9:07 remaining in the second quarter, the Rice Owls have quickly spread their wings and have a 35-7 lead over the Panthers. We'll be right back with more Panther football action right here at the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. The Panthers quickly find themselves down 35-7. A lot of questionable decisions going on around there as far as in or out. It clearly looked like that Banks had stepped out of bounds, and the fact that the officials had pointed that he stepped out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. But they went ahead and credited him for the 50-yard touchdown reception. Nonetheless, Panthers find themselves on the short end of a 35-7 deficit right now, as we have 9 minutes and 7 seconds remaining before halftime. The Rice Owls now coming out ready to kick this ball off as the Panthers will get ready to come back. The highlight for the Panthers today has been the 93-yard kickoff return by Joshua Simmons, as the Panthers, Tucker and Simmons, are now back deep to get this kick off. As Cox will get ready to kick this one off for the Rice Owls. He kicks the ball off, and this kick will be caught by Simmons, and he will down it in the end zone as the Panthers will start at their own 25-yard line with 9 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. So the Panthers have met on the sidelines yet again, and they disperse to get ready to try to work things out right now. Panthers going from left to right on the dial. Spread look for the Panthers. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right side. As Morton, quarterback, will take it, gives it to his back, Broach, and Broach will run to the 25-yard line for no gain.
He was tackled by number 28,
and
Thomas.
It will be second down and 10 for the Panthers. Panthers trying to get some things together right now as they line up with the no-huddle offense. Ball on the far hash mark is Morton looking over the situation. 4 down linemen for the Rice Owls. Looks over toward the sideline to get his instructions. Broach in the backfield. He wears number 28. Slot receiver right now, number 87 to the right side is Lestrap. He takes it, looks. There's a quick catch, and it is Lestrap. That will
to number 3,
Simmons, on the reception. Lestrap was in motion. So Simmons gets another reception.
It'll be 3rd down and 3.
As Epps is also on the field now. He wears number 89 for the Panthers. So Tucker now comes in. Tucker will be lined up in the receiver's possession along with Darius Floyd. He wears number 11. Floyd lined up on the far side. Spread look for the Panthers. There's going to be a keeper as Morton is going to be tackled at the 31-yard line. Faked the sweep to Tucker and kept it. It's going to bring up 4th down now, as that was a interesting series for the Panthers. 7 minutes and 23 seconds now remaining. Panthers trailing by the score of 35-7. Panthers, Houlihan awaits the punt. He wears number 82. Takes the snap. Gets the kick off. And this will be out of bounds, as they're going to adjust and see where they want to spot this one, but there is a flag down as well. We'll hear what the flag is after the conversation has been dispersed. It was on the near sideline, and here we go.
Foul. Kick to interference. 21. Kicking team. 15-yard penalty. The end of the run. First down.
Heard that it was a 15-yard penalty. Didn't quite hear what it was. But nonetheless, it goes against the Panthers, and it will be
10 Rice from their own 48.
Panthers on the defense, as Rice will take over at their own 48-yard line here. As ready to go, running to the left side is Stewart. Stewart breaks through, and Stewart is off to the races. He has one defender to beat.
That's a big carry.
And it's going to be a big run, a 42-yard run by Stewart. And just like that, the Owls are separating themselves right now.
Stewart with the carry picks up a yard.
Stewart picked up another yard on that run. And it's going to be quickly second down right now. 35-7 is our score as the Panthers started off as lightning in the bottle. Now they're struggling. Staley in the pistol look. Stewart in the backfield with him. 3 down linemen for the Panthers. Staley takes the snap. And there's going to be a give to Stewart. And Stewart bouncing off defenders. He gets down inside the 5-yard line. Down to the 4-yard line. And it's going to be second down and goal to go. There appears to be a quarterback change of guard, as it is Mr. Granato in, number 15, Granato at quarterback for the Rice Owls. He's in the pistol formation. Stewart is his back in the backfield. Takes it, gives it to Stewart, and Stewart falls in. It's going to be, Granato on the run. Play action. And Granato will get the credit for the 4-yard touchdown run. And the Owls are pouring it on right now. What looked like was going to be a pretty formidable match here is turning out to be one-sided. As the point after attempt is up. And it's good. And with 5 minutes and 24 seconds remaining in the first half of play, the Rice Owls on top of the Panthers by the score of 42-7. We'll take a break and go back to the studios. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Teach me another one.
Okay. A chick in a car and a car won't go. That's the way to spell Chicago.
Chicago.
That's right.
Dad, how about Mississippi?
You ready for Mississippi? Okay, let's go.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Okay, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers have found themselves in a struggle right now, trailing 42-7. The kickoff is on the way, and it will be retrieved by Simmons, and he will down it as the Panthers will come back to try it all over again from their own 25-yard line. The Panthers trailing 42-7 with 5 minutes and 24 seconds remaining before half. Panthers meeting on the sideline yet again. And you can only imagine that Coach Simmons is just telling these guys, whatever you do, don't quit on me. I know it seems like it's a road of impossibilities, but you got to finish what you started. And let's go back. Let's see if you can get a couple of first downs together to try to make things come out. So the Panthers coming out now from their own 25-yard line, going from left to right. Morton, quarterback in the backfield. He takes the snap, looks, throws to his right. That ball is complete. And on the near sideline is going to be Darius Floyd, number 11. Floyd able to get a Panther first down. They're going to say he is at the 16-yard line, so that'll be a pickup. 36-yard line, that'll be a pickup of 11 yards on the reception. Morton quickly going to work right now. Panthers with the spread look. Morton takes the snap. Play action. Gives it over to the far side, and that time he hits his receiver. And, that was a horse collar, it looked like. Joshua Simmons, and there's a late flag that does come in. Joshua Simmons with the reception, number 3. And they get ready here, and we will hear the play call or the penalty here in just a moment.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 9. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, you could have picked your poison, face mask or horse collar. Either way, it's going to be a personal foul. 15 yards for the Panthers, and the Panthers will move closer for Rice territory. In fact, that will bring them at Rice's 43-yard line, first down and 10. Panthers trying to make something happen here. 4 minutes and 44 seconds remaining before the half. Panthers trailing 42-7. 3 down linemen now for the Rice Owls. Morton takes the snap, looks, steps up in the pocket. He swats away, throws the ball downfield. Whoa, is that a PI? Incomplete. Oh, looked like Simmons was ran over in the end zone. No flag thrown. PV Nation a little disgruntled. But nonetheless, they'll go back and do it all over again. Second down and 10. Ball is officially at the 42-yard line of the Rice Owls. Panthers going from left to right. Morton now looking over the situation. 3 receivers to his right side. Takes it. Quick pass. That was to Floyd. He makes a defender miss, spins, and he makes another defender miss. He gets across the 40. He will get down to the 39-yard line. Floyd, number 11, with the reception, picks up about 3 yards, and it will be third down and 7. Panthers with the no-huddle offense, trying to get things situated. Morton barking out the signals. Spread look for the Panthers. In the backfield now is number 27, Javante Ham. I'm sorry, number 21, Mr. McCray, Stephon McCray. 4 down linemen for the Rice Owls. Taking the snap, throwing to his left side, and was that a completion? They're going to say the ball hit the turf. And it was intended for Lestrap. There's a flag on the play. We'll hear the call here right now. They're still sorting things out right now.
Illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield. Offense. That penalty will be declined. 4th down.
So illegal formation called against the Panthers. And that, of course, will be declined. With 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining, it is going to be 4th down, and it looked like the Panthers are going to go for it. 4th down and 7. 3 receivers to the left side for Morton. Morton looking over toward the sideline for instructions. 4 down linemen for the Rice Owls. 4-2-5, the nickel look for the Rice Owls. Morton takes the snap. Steps, looks, he's going to run. He's got a lane. He's down inside, still running, and finally, touchdown Panthers! Morton said, I'll take the matters in my own hands, and runs for 32 yards off the quarterback scramble. No flags on the play, and the Panthers strike. It's in 27 seconds remaining before the half. So Houlihan will now attempt the point after try.
Amori Martinez will attempt the point after.
So they've switched kickers again. Now Martinez will get some action. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and Martinez is 2 for 2 on the year with point after tries, and the Panthers make it 42-14. Panthers are trailing the Rice Owls, but you can never tell what happened. That's why you play the games. We're going to take us a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
This is Usher. I've spent years mentoring youth and have seen how volunteering and service teaches young people the skills they need to become leaders and sets them on the path for success. This is about you. It's about your power. It's about creating change on your terms by volunteering. The truth is, you can do anything. Join me in answering the President's call to service. Go to serve.gov today. This message is brought to you by United We Serve and the Corporation for National and Community Service.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers get a 32-yard touchdown run by Jalen Morton. Makes it 42-14. Panthers ready to kick off now as this kick is up and on the way. It's going to be a high short kick. Oh! As that was Ellerby on the return. He gets to the 18-yard line, but the ball went out of bounds, they're going to say, before anyone touched it. It was a high short kick. They're going to say it's at the 18-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. 5 yard. The ball will be marked at the 35-yard line. First down, Rice.
So the Panthers had the high kick. It looked like Ellaby may have touched it, but they say he did not touch it. It went out of bounds. And it's going to be Rice ball at their 35-yard line as they'll get ready to go back to work. Stewart in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left for the Owls. As the Panthers have 4 down linemen, Staling is back in at running at quarterback, and that ball is going to be 27 Walters. Walters trips up as he was picked up by Stubblefield. They're going to give him credit for a yard on the game. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining before half. Rice on top, 42-14. Spread look for Staling. Staling barking out signals. Panthers showing a 3-4 look right now. Staling's not in any hurry at all. He takes the snap, looks to his left, throws. That ball is complete, and it's going to be Damon Jackson with the tackle off of Marcella, number 87, for the Rice Owls. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 from the 43-yard line of Rice. Staling with the no huddle, takes it, gives it to his back. Running to the left side was Walters. And Walter does pick up the first down as that ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line of Rice Owl. Be a new set of downs for the Owls with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining before the half. Rice on top by the score of 42-14. Staling now with the spread look. Has his back to his left on the backfield with him. Looking over the situation now as the Panthers with 3 down linemen. Staling barks out signals. Play action. He wants to pass. He's being pressured. He throws the ball downfield. And that ball was incomplete.
The receiver is number 5, Lance Rice.
Stubblefield almost had the interception, but there is a flag down on the play. Looked like Stubblefield almost got his first interception of the year. And here's the call.
Fair. Defense. Number 30. 15-yard penalty. First down.
They're going to call pass interference against the Panthers. Number 30, Williams. Sonny Williams with the penalty call. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Owls at the 39-yard line of the Panthers. So Staling remains at quarterback now after the brief benching. Ready to try to make things go to work. Walter is his back in the backfield. Staling, play action. He wants to throw. Throws that ball across. That ball was defended. Great coverage, and they call another flag.
Flag on the play.
That one against Sonny again, number 30 for the Panthers, as that pass was intended.
Pass interference. Defense, number 30. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Another pass interference against Sonny. Back-to-back pass interference calls. And it's going to make it first down and 10 from the 24-yard line now of the Panthers. 1 minute and 39 seconds remaining before the half. Panthers trailing 42-14. Staling remains at quarterback as he's set up in the spread formation. Panthers now look like they want to show bliss as they have 7-5 men in the gap right now. Staling making his adjustments. Now he's calls for timeout because he was running out of time on the play clock. 1 minute and 39 seconds remaining, and he was able to call timeout.
timeout. Rice. It is their first. It will be 30 seconds.
So it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. I want to remind you that at halftime, Devon Reed will be our featured player profile, talking about he and the Panthers and their success. Even though they're not having much success today, trailing by the score of 42-14, we have 1 minute and 39 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Ball officially is at the 24-yard line of the Panthers as the timeout was called, trying to avoid any potential penalties. The Marching Storm is ready to do their performance as they await on the north end of the goal, of the end zone, I should say. As teams are now breaking out from the sidelines, ready to go back to work. Staley has his group ready to go, and the Panthers are ready to go. Big James Harper plugging the gap at nose guard, wears number 75 for the Panthers. Staley has Walter in the backfield. Walter points out, trying to have someone picked up. Panthers now showing forward down line. That ball was fumbled off the snap, and Staley gets it, falls down, and he will lose a couple of yards. Will push the ball back to the 27-yard line of the Panthers as the Panthers.
Rice, it is their second. It will be 30 seconds.
Rice takes another quick timeout right now as they have 1 minute and 34 seconds remaining before half. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Rice trying to capitalize. They're still looking for their first win of the season. They come in 0-6 on the day. Panthers come in at 0-5. Right now, they've averaged 203 yards of offense, the Rice Owls, and while they were giving up 317 total yards offense, we'll give you the average of where they are at halftime during our halftime report. As we may mention, we'll give you the feature of Devon Reed, and we'll give you scores going on throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and if time permits, we'll even let you know what's going on in the MEAC. Teams coming out, ready to go to work here, as Staley ready to go to work. Ball's at the Panthers' 27-yard line, spread look. Walter still in the backfield. Panthers now showing another unique, exotic look. They have people standing all over the place up at the line. Don't know which way they're going to come from. Staley trying to take time. Takes the snap, play action, pressure being applied. That ball is thrown. Whoa! Almost intercepted. Almost intercepted, was making a good jump. And it looks like some of these guys are having a good old time in the spirit of competition. That was Stubblefield getting a lot of action today. Almost had the interception. It's going to be 3rd and 13. The ball is on the Panthers' side of the 50-yard line. Staley quickly back to the line. Spread look. Panthers once again showing that exotic look with people all over the place. Staley takes the snap. He drops back, steps up in the pocket, throws to his right side, and that ball was over his intended receiver. German could not come up with that one, so it's going to bring up 4th down now, as it will have 1 minute and 23 seconds remaining. Ball at the 23-yard line. If they do attempt a field goal, it would be somewhere in the neighborhood of 30, 31 yards. Tapula will get ready now as this ball will be placed at the 34, so a 44-yard field goal attempt by Tapula. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 44 yards out, and that adds to the Rice lead. With 1 minute and 17 seconds before the half, the Rice Owls on top of Prairie View by the score of 45-14. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers trailing by the score of 45-14. The kick is up and away and out of the back of the end zone. Ever since that 93-yard kickoff return by Joshua Simmons, they said, you will not get a chance to run on us yet again. And that will be another touchback. Panthers trailing 45-14. They got to get the old crank out to try to get something going on. The good thing about it, Panthers did win the toss and they deferred to the second half, so more than likely they will be receiving the ball. And we'll come out here and see what happens with 1 minute and 17 seconds. 17 seconds remaining. 75 yards for a touchdown. See what the Panthers can do right now. As Morton comes back to work, the spread look. Tucker's in the backfield. As now Strap comes in, he's lined up on the inside part. There's an inside, there's a pass, a slant, caught, running across midfield, and still comes across and gets up to the 40-yard line. Does Darius Floyd. Floyd with a big gain, 25 yards on the reception. Panthers tried to go quickly. The illegal procedure was called. And that's going to push him back 5 yards.
Start. Offense. All 11 men were not set prior to the snap. Remains first down.
So the Panthers, no one, he said pick a coin, flip a coin, and pick your poison. Anybody you want to pick was considered offside. So they're ready to go back to work. Under 1 minute remaining before half. 3 receivers to the left side for Morton. Morton takes it, hands it off to his back, cutting, making defenders miss, and going to be getting about a yard or two on the gain was Tucker. And the Panthers takes a timeout. And
Prairie View. It's their first of the half. It will be 30 seconds.
Panthers taking a 30-second timeout, trying to get some things going here with 45 seconds remaining in the first half of play. It'll be second down and 15 at the 43-yard line of the Rice Owls. Panthers representing the Southwestern Athletic Conference. They come in third place. Today's contest is the Western Division of the Southwestern Athletic Conference behind Grambling State and the Southern Jaguars. Grambling came in at 3-0 today. Southern came in at 2-0. And the Panthers were 4-1 to begin play. Panthers looking for all the help that they can get right about now as they're ready to get back to work. 3 receivers to the left side for Jalen Morton. Devontae Tucker is in the backfield. There's another pass. Oh, got the ball but stumbled and fell was Simmons. And he will fall just a little bit short of the first down. It's going to be third down. Well, actually, it's going to be third down and about 12. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Panthers not really seeming like they're in any kind of hurry right now, as now Morton takes the snap. Looks to his left. He runs. He steps. He thought about throwing. Now he wants to run again. He's still going to make a defender miss, and he's finally going to be tackled. He lost a lot of time at the 35-yard line, and there's 6 seconds remaining, but there is a flag. They're sorting it out, but it seemed like it might be in the area of holding. See exactly what they're going to say here.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. 60. Offense. 15-yard penalty. Remains. Third down.
So that one was going against Wheaton. Wheaton called for hands to the face.
Is their second. It'll be 30 seconds.
Prairie View takes a timeout. There are 6 seconds remaining before the half. Panthers trailing 45-14. The way this thing started off, you thought the Panthers would have been able to go toe-to-toe. It was 7-0 early, then response off the kickoff to make it 7-7, and then the wheels started getting a little wobbly, and the Panthers find themselves looking up to a 45-14 deficit as this 30-second timeout is quickly coming to an end. More than likely, this will be the last play of the first half unless there's a defensive foul. Panthers now ready to go to work. Morton takes it, throws it across the middle, and that was behind the intended receiver. And that is going to end this first half of play with the Rice Owls on top of the Prairie View A&M University Panthers by the score of 45-14. We're going to take a break, go back to the studios, and when we come back, we'll start our halftime report from Houston, Texas. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here at Rice Stadium. Homecoming 2016 for the Rice Owls. Rice Owls on top of the Panthers right now by the score of 45-14. It has been all Panthers here, especially in the second quarter of play. We'll recap that momentarily. But first we want to get into our player profile for this week's contest. And it's going to be Mr. Devon Reed. Devon Reed came in number 5 within the nation of sacks, came in with 8 sacks on the season, which leaves him for number 2 throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And the pleasant surprise to this young man that when we made mention to it, he was not even aware of that. He was just, as they say, putting in the work and trying to make things happen, as he was able to reflect on how he and the success that the Panthers have had throughout this 2016 campaign. We're going to now hear from our player profile of the week, Mr. Devon Reed.
This is Dr. Mike Prince, and I've had the good fortunes to get ready to speak with a young man who has been on fire for the Panthers. He was projected as a SWAC first-round all-conference team, and he's been living up to par, and that is none other than Mr. Devon Reed. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. It's a pleasure to be able to talk with you.
All right. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. Now, the Panthers coming in, taking on an FBS opponent this week, the Rice Owls. You guys have been uplifted on the first time in a long time on the defensive side. It's been all the hoop and the hype about the offense, but the defense has been carrying the Panthers thus far. How does it feel for you to be a part of a special unit that you're on right now?
Well, you know, when you have a change in dynamics of a team, you know, it's good to be that first, foundation to start that off. You know, it's all about starting tradition, and it's all about, you know, changing the culture. And, you know, here at Prairie A&M, I really feel like we've done that as far as the dynamics of the team and how we're starting to carry everything.
So with that being said, you're number 6 in the nation with sacks, 6.5 sacks on the season. You're number 2 in conference play. When you see that and you get a chance to play against an FBS opponent such as Rice, how is it motivating you to stay on top of your game?
Well, for me, primarily, you know, I see it as a bigger opportunity for me to be able to showcase what the FCS can bring to the table versus FBS opponent. And at the same time, with the ranking and everything you just mentioned, you know, this is my first time here, of course, you know, and but I thank you, though, for letting me know. But it's, you know, so I give honor to God on that and everything. But I'm appreciative. I just try to do what I can within the schemes of the defense, and I appreciate my teammates for the help.
Now, how instrumental has it been and peace of mind has it been to work under the coach of the defensive coordinator, Ralph Street?
Oh man, it's been a blessing in disguise because initially when he first came in he was a raw guy, but over time you learn to just don't deal with the tone but just listen to the message more so, and once you do that you start to see more growth in yourself, being able to handle certain situation adversity, and you're able to learn greatly from it.
Now, where have you as a person grown from the leadership of Coach Street?
Well, with Coach Street, his main thing is accountability and consistency. And one thing about it is I notice consistency in my life off the field more so, and even on the field. But it correlates with each other. But at the same time, though, Coach Street, he tried to install those principles, and doing so, I've seen my grades and even in my everyday. Like I said, more consistency and more accountability in my walk.
Very good. Devon Reed and the Panthers taking on the Rice Owls this Saturday at Rice Stadium in Houston, Texas. The Panthers will be 4-2 as they enter into this conference. Want to walk away 5-2 at the end of the day when the dust settles.
Definitely.
Anything you want to share as we get ready to close out this segment?
No, it's just appreciate the fans staying with us throughout the season. We appreciate all our season ticket holders. We really do appreciate the alumni base as well as our athletic directors. And we appreciate the broadcast men that come by and give us the opportunity to be able to speak to the audience, because we don't really have much of a chance to do that, but we do appreciate all y'all.
All right, then. Well, I want to say this, as I say with all the young men that we interview, Prairie View produces
productive people.
All right, Devon Reed, 95 for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Thank you so much, young man, and those that are listening, and we'll see you on the other side.
And, of course, that was Devon Reed, our player profile of this week, as the Rice Owls are on top of the Panthers by the score of 45-14 here at the half. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. We're right in the middle of our halftime as the marching storm for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers are out doing their things, getting their Macy's show together for 2017 Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. We're going to take us another break, and we'll come back with more of our halftime report, give you some scores, what's going on, and some stats for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, and we'll hear from Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Yo, what's up? This is the Black Eyed Peas, and we're here for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. Music is one of the most important things in our lives, but nothing is more important than life itself. So when you drink and drive, you're risking the life of yourself and the lives of everybody on the road. Don't plan to drive, just plan ahead.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here from Rice Stadium. Marching Storm, as they're always known for dazzling the crowd. And speaking of dazzling, not such a dazzling performance for the Panthers here in the first half of play, with the exception of a 93-yard kickoff return by Mr. Joshua Simmons. We were able to catch up with Coach Shotgun Simmons and hear his feedback on the Panthers' first half performance.
Coach Simmons, your thoughts on the first half? Well, coming into a hostile environment, you can't beat yourself, and that's what we're doing. Too many penalties, too many turnovers, too many big plays. So, I'd like to see us come out and play clean football and see how we match up against them. But right now, we're not giving ourselves a chance. Okay. Thank you, Coach.
And that was Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons. As you heard him, short, sweet, and to the point. Can't beat yourself in a hostile environment. The Panthers, as we mentioned, trailing by the score of 14 They're 45-14. I'm sorry. The Panthers trailing 45-14. Total offensive plays, the Panthers have 28 plays for 122 yards. Rice Owls, 37 plays for 417 yards. The Panthers right now are, as far as penalties go, they have 7 penalties for 87 yards. Rice Owls, 6 penalties for 56 yards. The Panthers have had the ball 13 minutes and 35 seconds, while Rice has had it 16 minutes and 25 seconds. And once again, the Panthers are struggling on third down. They're 1 of 7 on third down. Rice is 3 of 6 on third down. Panthers are 1 of 1 on fourth. Rice is 0 for 1. There have been 2 interceptions for the Panthers, and that has been somewhat of what has been some of the problems for the Panthers. As far as the Panthers go on the rushing side, the leading rusher for the Panthers is Jalen Morton. Morton has 5 touches for 48 yards, and his 1 touchdown is long as 39 yards. He's averaging 9 yards a carry. DeWanye Tucker has a total of 3 touches for 6 yards. You have the next in line, Mr. Stephon McCray. Stephon McCray has a total of 2 touches for 5 yards. On the Rice Owl side, Mr. Samuel Stewart, 7 rushes, 110 yards, 1 touchdown, and his long was 42 yards. He's averaging 15.7 yards a carry. The other back who's been causing a little damage is Mr. Austin Walter. Walter has 4 touches for 12 yards. And you have Mr. JT Granado. Granado has 1 touch for 4 yards, and of course he's credited with the touchdown run. The Panthers on the passing, handling Mr. Tyler Staling. Staling is 13 of 17 for 271 yards. 3 touchdown passes with his long being of 50 yards. He was sacked 1 time. As for Mr. Jalen Morton, Morton is 9 of 16, 2 interceptions, 81 yards, and he has not been sacked. So the Panthers trying to get some things together as far as receivers go. You have Joshua Simmons. Joshua Simmons has 6 receptions for 30 yards, and Mr. Darius Floyd has 3 receptions for 51 yards. For the Rice Owls, you have Timmy Alaka. Timmy Alaka has 4 catches for a total of 97 yards, 1 touchdown, his long being a 46-yard touchdown reception. You have Mr. Kalen Granson. Granson has a total of 3 catches for 62 yards. And you have Parker Smith. Parker Smith has 2 catches for 39 yards and 1 catch for 45 yards to Parker Smith. And Smith got the 49-yard reception, no touchdowns. So that is where we are right now as far as stats are concerned. We want to take us another break, and we'll come back and we'll give you some scoring update throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. We're at halftime. Panthers are trailing by the score of 45-14 to the Rice Owls. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Why? It's about more than sports and working out.
It's about making my community better.
Living a healthier life.
Spending time together as a family.
It's where I go to learn and play after school.
The Y strengthens communities
by helping kids reach their full potential,
encouraging healthy living,
and inspiring social responsibility.
Get involved. Find a Y near you. Visit ymca.net.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime here at Rice University, at Rice Stadium. Rice Owls on top of the Panthers, 45-14. Dr. Mike Prince here with you on the play call. I want to give you some quick scores throughout the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Right now, it has Jackson State on top of Texas Southern by the score of 14-10. The end of the third quarter. It is Texas Southern's homecoming. Grambling has having no problems with Mississippi Valley State. They're leading by the score of 52-3 with 12 minutes and 30 seconds in the fourth quarter of play. Arkansas Pine Bluff and Southern has just got started, and Southern is on top by the score of 7-0 with 10 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. That is going to take care of our halftime report for right now. We'll go back to the studios, and when we come back, we'll be ready for our second half of action here as the Panthers will try to find a way to come from behind, trailing the Rice Owls by the score of 45-14. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. We're going to take a break back to the studios, and we'll be right back with more Panthers sports when we return. You are listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime has just about come to a conclusion. The Panthers trailing by the score of 45-14, but there was a side note. At least we did win the halftime show. So the halftime show has been chalked up to the Storm, and we'll see if the Panthers can storm back. They will get the ball to start this second half off, and right now the Panthers got to focus on just doing the small things and doing those well, and try to creep right back into it. Special teams has been a highlight for the Panthers. 93-yard kickoff return by Joshua Simmons, and that has really been the vocal part, if you will, for the Panthers here in this first half. Panthers ready to go to work. Jalen Morton will be the quarterback leading the Panthers in the charge, as he's getting a lot of reps in, which is going to be very good for him, especially on the backside of the conference play. I want to remind you that next week we will be in Jackson, Mississippi to take on the Jackson Tigers. It will be homecoming for the Jackson Tigers when we get there, so it will be another fun, festive activity, as the Jackson Tigers right now are on top of Texas Southern. Last report we had by the score of 14-10. So it should be a great time at hand. Meanwhile, the Panthers are going to try to make sure that they have everything that they need to do to get themselves an equal shot here. Coach Willie Simmons, as we may mention, he does have some ties over here in the Conference USA side of things, as his former head coach is now the head coach at Southern Mississippi. So I know they had some conversations and things, and see if they can pull a little rabbit or two out the hat. The teams are separating, coming right back, ready to go. This time the Panthers will be starting off this second half, going from left to right on the dial, as they will be ready to receive the kick by the Rice Owls. The Panthers dressed in their all-white uniforms with the purple helmets. Rice in all-blue uniforms with blue helmets. So you've never been here to the Rice Owl Stadium, this landmark of a place with NFL ties and history to it. The Roman letter R is right in the center, midfield. You have Rice Owls in the north end, or Rice in the north end, Owls in the south end. A navy blue end zone with gray lettering trimmed in white, as both teams are set up, and we're ready to get this second half ready to go. Now it will be Simmons and Tucker back. Tucker will receive his ball at the 1-yard line to start this second half off. He gets to the lane, and he will be upended at the 16-yard line, as Dewanye Tucker will be credited for 15 yards on that return. And the Panthers will start with first down and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Want to Give a shout out to all those that are listening. Mother Terry, she has been recovering from surgery. She has been a long-time faithful Panther supporter. Well, Mother Terry, and talk to you real soon. Her and Pop Terry always around when they can. As the Panthers come on out now, ready to go to work. It is a spread look for Morton going from left to right or the Panthers. Morton takes the snap and gives his handoff, running straight up the middle and running hard was Broach. Broach gets up to the 30-yard line, and he will pick up enough for the first down, as Broach will be credited for a 14-yard run.
On the last carry, it was 28 Broach.
So Broach
10-yard pickup.
Ready to go to work. He was identified as Weaver at first, but that happens. There's going to be a keeper now to Morton. Morton running on the play option read, and he gets up close to the 40-yard line. He picks up another 8 yards, and the Panthers now trying to get some things together. It looks like these guys have settled down, at least for the first portion of this second half, to get things on the way. Panthers on the opening drive here, the second half. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. Morton gathering his guys together, still in the spread look. Rice showing 4 down linemen. Morton takes the play action, looks, pumps one time, wants to throw, going downfield for the big play. Touch! Down Panthers! Mr. Darius Floyd takes the strike for 60 yards. Yes, I said it. 60 yards, and the Panthers strike first in this second half of play. A 60-yard pass reception from Morton to Floyd, from 12 to 11, and the PAT now to be attempted by the Panthers. There is a stoppage in play.
Start. 56. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
As Josiah Freeman was called for the false start, number 56 for the Panthers. He will push the Panthers back 5 yards, as the PAT will now be attempted. This is Martinez, and Martinez's kick is up, and it is good. And with that, coming out here to start the second half of playoff, the Panthers strike on their first possession to make it 45-21 with 13 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter play. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're one call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Texas Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Darius Floyd celebrates his first touchdown of the year as he was connected by Mr. Jalen Morton for the 60-yard TD pass, and the Panthers have done what they're supposed to do with their first possession. They've scored to make it 45-21, only 24 down, not a whole lot. If Rice can score 45 and a half, why can't the Panthers score 45 and a half? Meanwhile, they get ready to come back. Now, you'll wonder if the Panthers will try to do any type of trickery, if you will. We saw some trickery from the Rice Owls earlier, a little double reverse action, and had Staling all by himself for the 27-yard touchdown reception, and we'll see how it happens. More than likely, I'll see if the Panthers try to do a high, short pooch kick to kind of use their speed to get the ball, almost like a safety kick, if you will. See how they're lined up right now. Right now, the Panthers are getting set. It is Amari Martinez who's been handling the kicking duties right now to start this second half off, as he will get ready to line up. Walters and Super back deep for the Panthers, as Martinez's kick is up a high short kick. It wobbles and it goes out of bounds around the 20-yard line. And that is going to be a penalty, I guess, against the Panthers. They'll bring that ball out. We'll hear the call here in just a second. They hadn't discussed it yet, but normally that will bring it up to the 35-yard line off the kickoff. And they're going to set up at the 22. The ball went out of bounds off the kickoff. The officials are still saying
there is no foul for a legal free kick out of bounds. It was touched by the receiving team, and it went laterally.
And that explains that then. So it was not out of bounds. It was touched, and the good fortune seemed to be rolling for the Panthers. First down and 22 for the Rice Owls. They're going from right to left on the dial. Stalling still at quarterback. He play action, stows over to the far side, and that is over the head of his intended receiver, as it will be second down and 10, as Wright was not tall enough for that one. You had to be Ed Too Tall Jones to receive that one. It's going to be second down and 10. Rice Owls line right up. Three receivers to the left side. There's going to be a give to the running back. Stewart runs to the right side, and he's tackled by one of the big guys, number 53, Malachi Jean. Malachi Jean now comes off the field, and he will be replaced. It's going to be third down and 10, as the Panthers could really get right back into this thing with a big stop here on third down. Stalling checking out the situation. Spread look. Panthers with 3 down linemen, but they got people lined up in the gap like they want to apply a little pressure. Stalling checking things out. Takes the snap. Looks to his left, and he steps up in the pocket, throws. And that ball was right in the hands and out of Damon Jackson, number 2 for the Panthers. Man, you talking about a gift horse. He had nothing but pay dirt right in front of him. That would have been easily a 27-yard return on the interception. But nonetheless, the punting unit will come out, as the Panthers should be in good position, as Wiltz is going to be back deep. The Panthers. Wiltz wears number 19. It's 12 minutes and 58 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Panthers trailing by the score of 45-21. The snap. And the kick is up, and calling for the fair catch is Wiltz, and he will take it and kneel down at between the 29 and 30-yard line. And it will be first down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 30-yard line. That is a good sign right now as the Panthers come out off the big 60-yard pass reception from from Morton to Floyd. 12 minutes and 49 seconds now remaining here in the third quarter of play. Panthers still meeting up on the far sideline as they come out ready to go. The training crew got their pink on for the Panthers in homage to Breast Cancer Awareness Week. Now the Panthers ready to go. 2 receivers to the left side coming in motion now. Morton is in the pistol formation. Smith comes over in motion. It's going to be a give to the back, running, making offenders miss. It's Broach. Broach gets to the outside and falls over. Chloe, he's still on his feet. And they're going to say he was down, but Broach kept running. They're going to say Broach is down at the 38-yard line. Broach was thinking that his body never really touched the ground. He did land on top of a player. So they're going to give him 8 yards on the credit. Broach was ready to go. He said, don't stop me now. So the Panthers ready to go. Second down and 2. The ball is at the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Panthers going from left to right with their white uniforms on, the purple helmets. Morton assessing the situation. 4 down linemen for the Rice Owls. There's going to be a play action. Morton wants to throw pressure from the backside. He goes up top. Another big play. Incomplete. That one intended for Floyd again. He tried to hook up with Floyd yet again. He said it worked the first time. Why not go it again? This time would have been a 62-yard reception. But nonetheless, it will be third down and 2 from the 38-yard line. LaStrap now comes off the field for the Panthers. And you have Quentin Bell, who's another speedster, who replaces him on the far side. Morton quickly comes back. There's going to be a keeper by Morton, and Morton is not going to go. They faked the jet sweep, as that was McCray, I should say, in this Wildcat. No gain. It's going to be 4th down and 2. And you figure there's a bunch of pushing going on right now. Don't see any flags as of yet, and they got to separate guys. As Ellaby, this is his second infraction. They asked the clock to be stopped. I didn't see any flags thrown, but that's the yellow glove from the Panthers, and no flag. It's going to be 4th down and 2 now. And it looks like the Panthers are going for it. Wow, what a statement. 4th and 2, Panthers lined up to go. There's going to be another keeper and running. Not even close to the first down was McCray, as they did the Wildcat 2 plays in a row. The same play, and it's going to be a turnover of downs. And the Panthers squandered whatever mobility and momentum they had going on at that point. 11 minutes and 12 seconds now remaining in the third quarter of play. Panthers trailing 45-21. Simmons is talking to the officials, not understanding what may be the problem. Meanwhile, it's going to be Rice ball at the Panthers' 38-yard line. 3 receivers to the right side for Staling. Stewart is back in the backfield. Panthers with 3 down linemen. Staling looking, trying to make the assessment, takes it, a quick hitch throw. That ball is thrown behind the receiver. Is that a fumble? Oh, my. Terrence Singleton ended up with the ball, but they said it was a forward pass. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Rice out still with the 3 receiver look to the far right side. The ball's at the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Stewart in the backfield with Staling. Panthers still with 3 down linemen. No showing any bliss at the time. Staling takes the pass is complete for the touchdown. Hits Stewart coming out the backfield on the wheel routes. And that's going to be a 38-yard touchdown pass for the Rice Owls. Panthers went forward on 4th down, and as a result, they fell short. And the 38-yard strike, as Spola will go for the point after try, and it is blocked. And it's picked up by the Panthers, still running, and no one is going to catch him all the way back. And that's going to be 2 points for the Panthers. Wow. Terrence Singleton gets the run. It's only going to be worth 2 points because it was a point after try, but any points you can get, you'll take. That will make the score 51-23. Terrence Singleton returns it off the punt or the blocked PAT. And with 10 minutes and 57 seconds remaining, Panthers trail 51-23. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers get a bonus. They get 2 points off the PAT attempt by the Rice Owls. It was blocked. They're going to give credit to Jackson for the block for the Panthers, number 18, Mr. Jackson. Jackson gets credit for the block, and the Panthers will get ready to try to add to their, I guess, deficit right now. 51-23 is the score. That last series the Panthers took kind of had me scratching my head a little bit, but we'll get a chance to figure that out here in the very near future. Panthers ready to receive the kick, trailing by the score of 51-23. I want to remind you that the Panthers will be back in action next week in regular conference play in Jackson, Mississippi, taking on the Jackson State Tigers. So Panthers ready to go to work. Back deep is Simmons and Tucker. The kick is up, and the kick will be received by Tucker. He takes it back 3 yards deep of the end zone, and he bounces off a couple of defenders, and still he will work his way up to the 20-yard line. They're going to officially say the 1-yard line, and he will make something out of nothing. Looked like I thought he was going to kneel down. He said, why not? So he gets up to the 21-yard line, and the Panthers will take over here in the third quarter, trailing 51-23. 10 minutes and 50 seconds remaining as the Panthers will come back to work. You would hope that last series did not start creeping into the mindset of these young men. They had some momentum going on right now, and maybe with their confidence, Coach Simmons says, why not go for it? And it didn't work as planned, but now they'll get a chance to reload. Spread look for Morton. Morton takes it. Play action, rolls to his left, throws back, and that ball was complete, crossed to the 41-yard line, as that was Mario Lestrap. If I'm not mistaken, that's his first reception of the day. So maybe we'll start seeing more of a Lestrap. That was a pickup of 19 yards. Actually, not 19, but 14 yards. As ready to go back to work are the Panthers. Morton in the double pistol look. Takes it, gives it to LaBroche. Broach goes, he cuts across midfield down to the 47-yard line. As Broach gets another first down for the Panthers. He picks up 12 yards on the run. Actually, they're going to give him to the 46-yard line, so make it 13 yards on the run. First down and 10 for the Panthers. Going from left to right. Double pistol look again for Morton. Morton takes it, throws this one across, and that ball is caught, running the slant, and touchdown Panthers! 47-yard pass completed for the touchdown. And the Panthers strike again. Quentin Bell, number 8 for the Panthers, gets his first touchdown of the year. And that's what the Panthers been looking for. 47-yard reception from Morton to Bell. The PAT attempt. There's a flag is down.
56, offense. 5-yard penalty, retry.
As Josiah Freeman was called again for the false start. And it's going to push him back 5 more yards for the PAT by Amori Martinez. As he will now kick this one from the 15-yard line, so it would be like a 25-yard field goal attempt. Snap is down. And the kick is good. And with 9 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter play, Panthers trailing the Rice Owls by the score of 51-30. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Snickerdoodle shortbread, fudgy nut bars. How many treats? Snickerdoodle shortbread, fudgy nut bars. How many treats in the cookie jar? 1.
Dad, you're supposed to jump over the rope.
One more time. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. They have just turned the lights on as the Panthers seem to have turned their lights on right now. 47-yard touchdown reception from Quentin Bell, received on the other end by Mr. Jalen Morton, and the Panthers trail by 21, 51-30 right now. Panthers trying to make a comeback right now. They can see the swag coming back. They're swaying back and forth as they huddled up. They disperse, and they're ready to await the signal to go ahead and kick this one, as the Panthers trying to make something happen right now. As Martinez's kick is up, and it's another high, short wobbly kick, and it's retrieved and running over to the far sideline with a pretty nifty return was Ellaby. Actually, that was Walter, number 27. Number 27 for the Rice Owls, and the Rice Owls will take over first down and 10 with 9 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Panthers defensively trying to hold it down right now. 3 receivers to the left side for Staling. Lined up to his right is the running back Stewart. As the Panthers showing that exotic look again, it's going to be a give to Stewart. Stewart is banged up by a host of Panthers, but leading the charge for the Panthers was number 10, Akeem Barton. Barton in on the tackle, only 1 yard credited for the game. Rice quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Spread look now for the Owls. Staling checking out the situation. Panthers with 2 down linemen. Everybody else is standing up. Staling checking out the situation. Takes it. Play action to Stewart. Panthers are blitzing. Staling throws. That ball is complete. That was number 12, Alaka. On the coverage was Weaver. And that gets the ball down to the Panthers' 26-yard line. 24-yard gain on that pass. So now Staling ready to go to work now. Spread look. Stewart still in the backfield, this time lined up to the left side. As he takes it, play actions, and looks to his right, throws to his right over in the far corner, and the ball is complete, but it's out of bounds. As was Alaka, he was wide open, but he was out of bounds that time. And that was just an oversight on Staling, the quarterback. So it's going to be second down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Panthers got to try to find a way to stop these Rice Owls. Panthers showing 3 down linemen right now. Staling looking over to the left side for instructions at the sideline. Takes it now, takes the snap, looks, throws across the middle, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Mr. Wright, number 5, was the intended receiver. It's going to bring up a third down and 10 for the Owls at the Panthers' 26-yard line. Staling has now in the backfield number 27, Walter. He has 3 receivers to his right side. Panthers look like they want to bring a blitz. They're lined up all over the place. 5 people at the line. Staling takes the snap, throws to his far side. That is Alaka, who is get out of the way of Weaver. He just out-muscled Weaver. He twisted right out of the tackle of Weaver. And he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 1 right at the 17-yard line. And it appears that the Owls are going for it. Panthers now crowding the line of scrimmage. Staling has his back. Walter's lined up to his right side. Takes it, gives it to Walter. Walter running downfield, and he gets tackled inside the 5-yard line. And it's going to be a first down. Damon Jackson, number 2, credited for the tackle. Stubblefield in on the assist. First down and goal to go from the 4-yard line. Rice Owls on top 51-30 with 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in this third quarter play. Staling now lined up in the spread formation. He has his back in the backfield, and he gives it to the back, and it's going to be a 4-yard plunge, and they're going to say a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run for Austin Walters. And the Rice Owls have responded back to the Panthers. 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining here in the third quarter play. Currently 57-30. Pola's kick was blocked on his last PAT attempt. This time the snap is good, and it's going to be another muff, and the play is going to be stopped.
Number 2, kicking team. 5-yard penalty, retry.
False start against the Owls, and it's going to have them reline everything up, and it'll push the Owls back 5 yards, and the PAT will be attempted here yet again. So the snap is down, and the kick is good. And with that, we have 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Rice Owls 58, the Prairie View Panthers 30. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
I'm working 2 jobs, and my husband works too. My kids go to school with your kids. I sit next to you at PTA meetings. We live right next door. We've been neighbors for years. You know my family and me pretty well, but here's one thing you don't know. I'm 1 out of every 6 Americans, and my family is struggling with hunger. Like you, we believe in this country. What's hard to believe is in the land of milk and honey, how many hardworking Americans have to choose between paying bills and feeding their families. This is a problem with a solution. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 7 meals for those around you quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Panthers trailing 58-30. Dr. Mike Prince here with KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. Our live coverage for the Panthers and Rice Owls. It is homecoming 2018 for the Rice Owls, and the Rice Owls are looking for their first win of this 2016 campaign. Meanwhile, the Panthers are 4-2 to start today. They're trying to walk out of this house at 5-2. Right now, they got 28 points at least to tie it up. We got 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The kick is up, and on the way is going to be Tucker. This time he decides to kneel down in the end zone. It will be first down and 10 for the Panthers to take over here in this third quarter play, trailing by the score of 58-30. Panthers came out with their first possession of the second half. Got a big touchdown, 60-yard touchdown reception to Mr. Darius Floyd. Then got another 47-yard reception by Mr. Quentin Bell. So the Panthers coming back. They can't exchange blows at this time. They're going to have to stop and get some little stops and some scores whenever they can. So we're ready to go back to work here. It's a full spread look now as now they bring it back and have a back come in motion and lined up in the backfield, who will get the handoff and still trying to run, and will be a gain of 1 yard credited to Caleb Broach. Second down and 9 for the Panthers. Panthers ready to go to work. Pistol formation for Morton. Morton takes it, throws over to the left side, and not looking. Quentin Bell dropped that one. He was looking and ready to run and turned away, and that fell right out of his hand. That was a gift for sure. Want to make it third down and 9 now for the Panthers. Panthers quickly loading up. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right side. Morton assessing the situation. 4 down linemen for the Rice Owls, showing 2 linebackers. Panthers send a man in motion. That's Smith. Now it's 3 to the right side. Rolling to the right is Morton. He's hit as he throw that ball, and that ball is caught. He was hit as he threw it. It was caught by Lestrap. The sure-handed Lestrap catches that ball up to the 45-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 15 yards. Panthers trying to move. They're getting things together right now as they're trying to put the pieces together. Still got plenty of time remaining in this one. 6 minutes and 24 seconds in the third quarter, trailing 58-30. It's going to be another give to Broach. This time, Broach will be wrapped up. He might make it to the line of scrimmage, depending on where they're going to mark his attempt on here. As the Panthers trying to go. Not a lot of people in this place on today, but it is loud enough. It's homecoming 2016 for the Owls. 3 receivers to the left side now for Morton. Morton looks, broaches his back in the backfield. The lone receiver on the near side is Simmons. Takes the snap, looks, throws that ball over the head of his receiver for Floyd. Seemed like Floyd and Morton have a connection working. Sometimes quarterback finds a receiver that he likes and just have a chemistry with, and they seem to mesh quite well. Floyd is having a career high day today for the Panthers. See if he can add some more to it as it's 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers. Ball is at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. They're trailing 58-30 to the Rice Owls. Morton sends Broach in motion. He takes it, he tucks it, wants to run. Now he throws a little air pocket. That ball is incomplete. Bell was the intended receiver. It's going to bring out the kicking unit now for the Panthers. 4th down and 10. Unit will come out. 5 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Panthers trailing by the score of 58-30. Houlihan will do the punting for the Panthers. And there's a whistle.
Timeout. Prairie View. It is their first. It will be 30 seconds.
Panthers take a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Panthers trailing by the score of 58-30. Panthers really got to give themselves a chance here. They got to take advantage of opportunity upon opportunity upon opportunity. Right now, you got a situation right now where the Panthers, they've shown that they can move the ball, but they got to move it with consistency right now. And so that is going to be the matter here. They just have to burn up a timeout to avoid any potential penalties against them, as they got everything lined up and ready to go now. As Houlihan will attempt this kick. He takes the snap, gets the kick up, and it takes a favorable bounce for the Panthers as it bounces down inside the 15-yard line. Will be down between the 13 and 14-yard line.
Down inside the 10 by number 91, Cliff Moulton. Make it at the 14-yard line, 1st down and 10.
It's going to be 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds for the Rice Owls at their own 14-yard line. Panthers trailing 58-30. The Rice Owls came in 0-6 on today. They're looking for their first win. 3 receivers lined up to the right side for Staley. His back is lined up to the right side as the Panthers show 3 down linemen. There's going to be a give to the back. Running, picks up a couple of yards. The Stewart, number 24, for the Owls. Harper will be credited for the tackle. Number 75 for the Panthers. The Owls line right back up, ready to go. 3 receivers to the right side for Staley. Panthers now showing 5 people in the line to try to show some type of blitz. Now they have 6 there. 1 backs out. Staley trying to make the assessments. Panthers look like they want to come right up the heart of the Owls line, and that's going to be a give to Stewart, and Stewart tried to make the counter run. He gets up to about the 19-yard line. He'll pick up a couple of more yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 6. As Lockett was credited for the tackle. They're ready to go back to work here in the no-huddle offense, and the Panthers defense makes the tackle, but there's a flag on the play. See what's this one about. They're discussing. Now they're ready to go. They're still discussing this one right here. This must be one of those long, complicated ones.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Result of the play, 1st down.
Illegal substitution. Illegal substitution called against the Panthers, so it's going to be 1st down. The ball's at the 34-yard line, 24-yard line of the Owls. It's going to be a give to the back. Running to the left side is Dillard. Derek Dillard, number 1. And Dillard gets across. He picks up another 1st down, gets up to the 37-yard line. He picks up 17 yards on the run. No huddle offense now for the Owls. 3 receivers to the right side. Panthers with 3 down linemen. Staling takes it, gives it to Dillard again. Dillard runs right up the pack. There is Trevion Billings, number 44, in on the tackle, along with Coleman, number 22, as that will be another gain of 6-7 yards. And the Owls are moving yet again. The ball is at the 44-yard line of the Rice Owls. Rice Owls leading 58-30. 3 receivers to the right side for Staling. Staling, play action, throws that ball complete to his receiver. And 19, Granson is the reception. Gets across the Panthers' territory. 1st down and 10. The ball is at the 43-yard line of the Panthers. Quickly going back to work. This one is to Aleka. Aleka gets the same. I'm sorry, that was 13 German, not 12 Aleka. Another 1st down. 10 yards on the play. It's an injured player. It is a Panther down. They're quickly out to assist him. As it looks like it is Billings being attended to, number 44 for the Panthers. Billings is being attended to. We're going to take us a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Teach me another one.
Okay. A chick in a car and a car won't go. That's the way to spell Chicago.
Chicago.
That's right.
Dad, how about Mississippi?
You ready for Mississippi? Okay, let's go.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Alright, I've gone through all the tracks. Just move through the beats. Do your thing.
All right, everyone, let's hear it for West High's own Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Hook.
Scratching at my first school dance takes confidence. So getting into college, I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. And at the end of the day, the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be you. So United Way is asking you to make a pledge. Tutor a child who needs help. Mentor a kid who needs someone on their side. Volunteer to read to children. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Be a reader, tutor or mentor. Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Take the pledge now at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Trevion Billings, number 44 for the Panthers, was the injured Panther. He's just now being escorted off the field. Look like he's going to be okay, but you never can tell. We hope and pray that all is well for that young man. The Panthers are here trailing by the score of 58-30 with 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. The ball is on the 33-yard line on the Panthers. First down and 10 for the Rice Owls. Spread look for the Owls as Dillard, number 1, is in the backfield with Staley, number 10. Staley takes it and gets a quick pass over, and that is going to be a reception
to number 2,
to Mr.
A gain of 8 yards on the play.
Maiden with the reception. He picks up 8 yards. It'll be second down and 2 for the Owls. They're going right back to work with the no-huddle offense. Stalings still has Dillard in the backfield. A blitz on the Panthers. That ball is out to the outside and received by number 13, German. And that's another Rice Owl first down as he gets the ball out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Picks up 6 yards. It's going to be first and 10 from the 18. Rice Owls on top 50-38. They're threatening to add to that lead as Stalings heading the spread look, gives it to his back, Dillard. Dillard is going to be upended and tackled at about the 13-yard line.
Picks up 6.
As that was Coleman on the tackle. Jalen Coleman, number 22. And it's going to be second down and 4 from the 12. Going right back to work are the Owls. The no-huddle attack. And there's another give to Dillard. This time Dillard is rolled down. And he's tackled by number 2, Damon Jackson. But it's enough for an Owl first down. And the ball is at the 7-yard line. First and goal to go with 1 minute, 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Rice on top 58-30. Owls are in no hurry right now. As Staling assess his situation. Comes back now, ready to go. Dillard is in the backfield with him. He takes it. He gives to Dillard. Dillard runs to the right side, and he's going to be upended. And he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. As you have Big Gene, not Gene, but Mr. James Harper, number 75, leading the tackle, along with Devon Reed, number 95, in on the assist. So now the Panthers have a second down, goal-to-go situation, 14 seconds remaining. It does not look like the Owls are interested in doing any type of play calling right about now as they walk over toward the sideline with 5 seconds remaining. Now with 1, and that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. As we have come to the end of the third quarter, the Rice Owls on top of the Panthers by the score of 58-30. We'll take a break and we'll come back for the final chapter. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
Today might be the day I drop out of school. But you might be able to stop me. With United Way, you could tutor me, be my mentor, or volunteer to just read with me. There are tons of ways people like you can help kids like me stay in school. Make me a success, not a statistic.
Take the pledge to volunteer now at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Let's say you want to throw the perfect party for your twin daughters, but even if the clown you hired doesn't dazzle, and the pony doesn't give rides, It can still be the perfect party because kids don't always see things the way you see them.
Best party ever, Mom!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready to start this fourth quarter play. Panthers trailing by the score of 58-30. The Panthers have had some opportunities, and they have not taken full advantage of them on today. Right now, they are facing a second down and goal to go. The ball is officially placed at the Panthers' 7-yard line. They have flipped sides. The Owls are now going from left to right in their home navy blue uniforms from head to toe. Panthers now ready to go to work as there's 4 down linemen down. There's a snap over, a quick rush, and that ball is thrown to Walter on the far side, and he will be able to fall in for the 7-yard touchdown run. And Rice has found the fountain of points on today. 64 points for the Owls on today. Seven-yard touchdown pass to Austin Walter as the point after try is good. With 14:54, Panthers down by 35 points, 65-30. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
It takes a village to fight HIV and AIDS. Who better to do it than us? When better to do it than now? Where better to do it than here? Let's get educated, let's get tested, let's get involved, and let's get treated. To learn more, visit www.blackaidsday.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you. Panthers trailing by the score of 65-30. The kick is up and received by Tucker at the 1-yard line. Tucker runs over to the right side.
From the 3 is across the 20.
And he will get across the 20. They're going to place him at the 24-yard line.
32.
And it will be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Touchdown and 10. Prairie from the
Panthers coming in. We got some third quarter stats in here for you as they're huddled up on the sideline right now. Jalen Morton is 13 of 24, 2 interceptions. He's thrown 228 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest connection today has been that of 62 yards. He will come out now with a 35-point deficit, and he's probably going to add to that total right now as he has in the backfield Broach with him along with Smith, who's lined up as the fullback. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. As the Panthers trying to get things worked out. He sends his man in motion. Floyd, he gives it over to Broach. Broach running to the right side. Gets to the far side, cuts back inside the 30. He crosses, and they're going to say he's right out of bounds at the 30-yard line. As Broach will be credited for 8 yards on that game. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 from the Panthers' 30-yard line. Broach has had a pretty good run on the day. We'll give you a little bit of information about him here in a little bit. As ready to go to work now are the Panthers. In the double pistol look, play action to Floyd running the cross, and that ball was thrown on the far side. Is it complete? Good catch. A great catch on the far side by Broach. Broach coming out of the backfield, catches that ball, gets across to the 42-yard line. Another 1st down for the Panthers as they continue to move. Panthers trailing 65-30 here in the fourth quarter. Morton at the helm for the Panthers. Looks over to the far side. Smith lined up in the fullback. Broach in the tailback. Two receivers to the right. Lestrap is in the slot receiver. Receiver comes in motion. There's a give to Broach running to the right side again. Cutting off to the corner. Cuts back across the 50. Down inside the 40-yard line, and he gets out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A big run, 23 yards by Broach. Broach putting some good days together and some stats here. It's the Panthers make it now 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line of the Owls. Still on the move for the Panthers. There's going to be a quick pitch, and this pass up in the air, coming up with the catch, but was he in bounds, was Lestrap. Lestrap showing strong hands, but they're going to say he was out of bounds, but a flag is down. We'll hear the call here momentarily as they discuss the matter.
Offsides. Defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Offsides called against Mr. Anthony Price for the Rice Owls. So it's going to give the Panthers an additional 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 32-yard line. Panthers trailing by the score of 65-30. 12 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. You got to figure now that the Panthers score, be a whole bunch of onside attempts or whatever's going on. Play action. Morton goes over in the corner. That ball almost caught. Another flag is thrown. That was Quentin Bell. And Bell had his defender beat, but a flag is down. We're here to call as they get ready to discuss this one.
Pass interference. Defense, number 28. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
And Quentin Bell, with his speed, he could not keep or got past Cole Thomas, number 28 for the Owls, and it's going to be a 15-yard first down and 10. Well, they actually said 10 yards, so it's 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line of the Owls. Panthers in the double pistol look. Man comes in motion. There's going to be play action. There's going to be give, this time to Javante Ham. And Ham runs down close to the 10-yard line.
Picks up 6. Tackled that time by number 93.
I checked it. That was 21.
Second down and 4.
Stephon McCray, not 27 Ham. That was 21 McCray running to the right side. Picks up 5 yards on the run. So the ball is placed at the 11-yard line, 12-yard line. Panthers trailing 65-30. Still on the move, on the attack. Sends another man in motion. It's time to jet sweep going over to Tucker. Tucker is thrown down to the 11-yard line. May have picked up a yard on that. 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. This ball is at the 11-yard line. Panthers trailing 65-30 as the Rice Band is playing tribute to the Simpsons. So now Morton making his adjustments. He's in the spread look. Sends Darius Floyd in motion. Rolling to his right. Wants to throw that ball. It's caught down inside the 5. And it's enough for a Panthers first down. As that was Lestrap. Lestrap has had a sighting here. Lestrap only had 2 catches at the end of the 3rd quarter. But he's coming to grips with things right now. First down and goal to goal. The ball's at the 3-yard line. The Panthers trying to score here on this possession. They take it, and there's going to be a give. Morton kept it, lost a yard. kind of faked me out on that. Looked like he may have given it to Broach. Broach weaseled his way through, but he didn't have the ball, so it didn't matter. Production assistant over here, Marcus, said, looked like he would have made it. It's going to be second down, goal to go from the 9-yard line. Panthers trailing 65-30. 10 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers take it. There's a give to Broach. Broach bounces off the defender, hits to the corner. He's down inside the 5, and he gets down, and they're going to place him out of bounds right at the 3-yard line. A great run by Broach as Broach bouncing off defenders, and he gets down to the 2-yard line. Third down, and from the 2-yard line, goal to goal, the Panthers' goal is to hit the goal. Coming right up on 10 minutes remaining here in regulation. Panthers trailing by the score of 65-30. Panthers break the huddle. Now they got the Wildcat going on with McCray in the backfield. Takes it. McCray runs to the right side, and there's going to be a flag to stop everything. And we'll hear what this one's about.
False start. Offense. Number 56. 5-yard penalty. Remains. First down.
Josiah Freeman is called for his third false start of the day, as that will push the Panthers back another 5 yards. Now, instead of having the ball at the 2-yard line, the ball will be at the 7-yard line again. The clock has resumed. 9 minutes and 37 seconds now remain. Morton now making the adjustments. Spread look for the Panthers. Smith in the backfield. Takes it, gives it to, running hard downfield was McCray.
With the carry back to the 2.
Was Broach with the carry down into the 2-yard line. Is going to be fourth down, and from the 2-yard line, the Panthers will go for it. Fourth down, 2 yards to go. 8 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers trailing by the score of 65-30. McCray lined up in the Wildcat again. He'll take it. This time he flips it over, trying to get to the corner. Touchdown, Panthers! As getting over was Dewanye Tucker on the jet sweep, as that'll be credit for the 2-yard run. Tucker running across. They've been running that Wildcat to the right side, and Tucker gets the little flip from McCray, and it will be a touchdown for the Panthers, as Martinez will come in to attempt the PAT. The snap is good. His kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 8 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the contest, the Panthers trail the Rice Owls by the score of 65-37. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Mike Prince here with you live from Houston, Texas on KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. The Panthers trailing by the score of 65-37, a 2-yard run by Dewanye Tucker. The Panthers have been able to perform quite well. We was talking about some of the numbers for the Panthers. Darius Floyd, at the end of the third quarter, had 4 receptions for 113 yards and a touchdown for 62 yards for a career high. Quentin Bell got his first touchdown of the year, 1 reception, 47 yards. And you just got a touchdown run by by Mr. Tucker. And the Panthers are rolling right along. Tyler Staylor for the Rice Owls is 20 of 29, 393 yards, 4 touchdowns at the end of the third quarter. So now the Panthers are lining up to kick. See how this will favor for the Panthers now, as this ball is kicked high and short, retrieved at the 15-yard line as going out of bounds.
Number 33
will be Asufa.
for Rice to the 30.
He'll get to the 30-yard line. It will be first down and 10 for Rice at their own 33-yard line. Rice coming out on top by the score of 65-37. The Panthers now come ready to go in the four-man front. There's a quick pass over to the far side, and it's going to be complete to Selleck, number 87, as Stubblefield will get credit for the tackle. Pickup of 6 yards, and it's going to make this second down and 4 for the Owls. Ready to go back to work. There's a give to Walter. He stumbles, but he gets across. He jumps off the 50, and he's finally wrapped up by Stubblefield as he gets across midfield, and he picks up 22 yards. It's another first down for the Owls. The ball is going to be placed right at the 47-yard line of the Panthers. Owls on top by the score of 65-37. 7 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the contest. Staling, not in any hurry, taking his time. Panthers look like they want to apply some pressure. Got people all lined up at the line. The snap is en route to Staling. He takes it, gives it to his back. Studs across to the 45, close to the 44-yard line was Walter. Walter picks up another couple yards as it will be second down now, as the Owls are simply just milking the clock right now, enjoying a big lead, 65-37 here in the fourth quarter play. Staling's not in any hurry. 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. 8 seconds on the game clock, and there's another give, this time to Dillard, the back, number 1. And he will pick up a couple of more yards. He gets up to the 41-yard line, and it will be third down, and we'll call it 5 for the Owls. So Granado, number 15, has just come in to quarterback for the Owls. So Staling will go to the sideline, and Granado will come in. Dillard in the backfield with Granado as 3 receivers are lined up to the right side for Granado. Panthers now showing 3 down linemen. Granado in the shotgun formation, takes it, and he gives it to Dillard, his back, number 1, who gets to the 40-yard line, and it's going to be a little short of the first down. Coleman in on the tackle, as now the Owls will go for it at 4th down and 3. The ball is just at the 39-yard line of the Panthers. We have 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. This will be a more victory for Coach Street and the guys if they can just get a stop right here. So now lined up is Granada. He has a double pistol look in the backfield. It's now the Panthers look like they want to show all kind of bliss, but there is a whistle blowing.
Game, kicking team. 5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
So it was a delay of game called against the Owls, and with that, that's going to bring out the kicking unit, and so they will get ready to try and do something about that there. Weaver is now back, number 20 for the Panthers, as he will call for the fair catch, and he will catch this ball cleanly at the 17-yard line. That's where the Panthers will take over with 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Panthers trailing 65-37. Panthers take over at their own 17-yard line. As we get ready to see how the Panthers will respond here. This game is one of those games that will help set them up for the final stretch run here. 4 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the contest. Panthers trailing 65-37. Panthers have scored 37 points today, as for the most part, they have played far better in the second half than what they did in the first half. There's a little time out here on the field as everybody kind of huddled up on their sidelines as if this were a televised game. It took a little TV pause in the action. And with that, we want to let you know that we're just cranking up here with Panthers sports coverage. We'll be in Jackson, Mississippi on next week as the Panthers will reconvene with their Southwestern Athletic Conference play. This time they'll travel to the east side of the SWAC and take on the Jackson State Tigers in what will be homecoming 2016 for Jackson State. So we'll check out some scores and updates in our post-game report as we'll see how Jackson State did against Texas Southern on today. Meanwhile, we're ready to go back to work. Panthers with a double pistol look. Going to take it. Morton gives it over to Broach. Broach bouncing to the outside, and he's going to be wrapped up by a host of Owls. And he may have gotten a yard on that play. So the Panthers will have second down and 9 right now. As they get ready to go with the no-huddle offense. Ball is at the 17.5, might as well say 18-yard line of the Panthers. As Morton takes the snap, looks to his left, throws. That ball is complete, and it's going to be complete to Lestrap. Lestrap has definitely come to life here in the second half of play here, as he has now his fourth reception of the game. He picks up about 6 yards off of that reception. Panthers quickly lined up. Spread look. Broach is in the backfield with Morton. Morton takes the snap, gives it to Broach, running to the left side. Broach running right through defenders, and he gets across close to midfield as he is upended at the, look like they're going to say the 37-yard line. He picks up 14 yards on that run. Panthers not quitting, and that's always a good thing to see. 3 minutes and 20 seconds now remaining in the contest. Panthers trailing by the score of 65-37. So now it's going to be a play action. Rolling to the right side is Morton, and he hits his receiver on the far side, and it is complete. Darius Floyd adding to his career high. That is going to be another first down for the Panthers as that ball is spotted right at the 48-yard line. Panthers still moving, showing some promising things, and all you can do is build for next week right now, and that is exactly what the Panthers are doing. Panthers traveling from right to left, dressed in their all white with the purple helmets. Morton lined up in the pistol formation, has Tucker in the backfield. Play action to Tucker. Throws it across. This ball is caught to Floyd. Floyd still running, dancing in between as he gets down to the 37-yard line. He picks up another 14 yards. So Floyd is really accelerating right now in today's contest. 2 minutes and 26 seconds now remaining in the contest. Panthers at the 37-yard line of the Owls. 4 down linemen for the Owls. The handoff is given to the back and running, making defenders miss. Still running up close to the 32-yard line. Tucker with another nifty run. He picks up an additional 5 yards. So the Panthers moving the ball. Might be a little too late for this one, but you take this momentum right down to Jackson, Mississippi. 1 minute, 50 seconds now remaining. Panthers with the no-huddle offense. Morton in the double pistol. Takes it. He gives it to Tucker. Tucker learning to the left side. Goes cross. Makes defenders miss. Splits through. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Panthers. DeWanye Tuckers makes it with a 32-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers score again. You take it and you add right to it as Tucker makes it 65-43 with a minute 37 seconds remaining in the contest. So Martinez will come in to do the PAT as the snap is good and the kick is good. And with 1 minute 37 seconds, the Panthers strike again. They make it now 65-44. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
All right, I've gone through all the tracks. Just move through the beats. Do your thing.
All right, everyone, let's hear it for West High's own Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Hook.
Scratching up my first school dance takes confidence. So we're getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Snickerdoodle shortbread, fudgy nut bars. How many treats? Snickerdoodle shortbread, fudgy nut bars. How many treats in the cookie jar? 1.
Dad, you're supposed to jump over the rope.
One more time. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. DeWanye Tucker's touchdown run has brought the Panthers a little bit closer, 65-44. Panthers did score as everyone in the house has to figure that the Panthers are going to be doing an onside attempt here as the bands are continuing to play. And the hands team for the Owls come out just as the hand teams for the Panthers come out. As we will definitely see an onside attempt here with 1 minute 37 seconds in. Martinez is the kicker of choice here in the second half for the Panthers. He has the ball lined up at a more of a 25-degree angle. And it is pointed toward the far near side. There is the quick kick, and it bounces, and it's going to be recovered by the Owls at the 45-yard line of the Panthers. And it's going to make it 1:37 still remaining. I don't know how the time did not move, but that's okay too. So the Panthers will fall short in this one, but you could really, really, truly hold your head up on this one. They allowed this one to get away from them as it is now 65-44. 21-point deficit, as now the rugby style play will come in, as that was a pick up to Dillard, picked up 3 yards. Singleton credited with the tackle. As we get ready here to wrap this one up, the Owls will get their first win of the 2016 campaign as the Panthers will drop to 4-2 overall. But more importantly, they're only 4-1 in conference play. There's going to be another give to Dillard. And Dillard is wrapped up. Gets to the 41-yard line. It's going to be third down. The clock is running down to 40 seconds. Doesn't look like the Panthers are going to try and call timeout or anything. Let this one roll on by. As the Owls and the Panthers kind of just sitting around looking at each other. 14 seconds on the play clock, 19 on the game clock. As Granola takes the snap, gives it to Dillard again, and Singleton will be credited with that tackle. And that is going to expire this game as the Rice Owls find themselves victorious over the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Final score is 65-44. Both teams are coming to the midfield to greet each other. Coach Willie Simmons and Coach David Baylor get together and talk about it. We'll come back and talk about it with our post-game report when we return. You're listening to the Panthers Sports Network.
I'm working 2 jobs, and my husband works too. My kids go to school with your kids. I sit next to you at PTA meetings. We live right next door. We've been neighbors for years. You know my family and me pretty well, but here's one thing you don't know. I'm 1 out of every 6 Americans, and my family is struggling with hunger. Like you, we believe in this country. What's hard to believe is in the land of milk and honey, how many hardworking Americans have to choose between paying bills and feeding their families. This is a problem with a solution. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 7 meals for those around you quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Yo, what's up? This is the Black Eyed Peas, and we're here for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. Music is one of the most important things in our lives, but nothing is more important than life itself. So when you drink and drive, you're risking the life of yourself and the lives of everybody on the road. Don't plan to drive, just plan ahead.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
It takes a village to fight HIV and AIDS. Who better to do it than us? When better to do it than now? Where better to do it than here? Let's get educated, let's get tested, let's get involved, and let's get treated. To learn more, visit www.blackaidsday.org.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The Panthers fall short to the Rice Owls with a final score 65-30. But all is not lost. There was some light at the end of the tunnel for the Panthers on today. In particular, Caleb Broach had a total of 12 touches for 91 yards on today. His long was 21 yards as he had his career high as a Panther with 91 yards on the rush. Jalen Morton had a total of 7 rushes for 56 yards, and his 1 touchdown, his long was 39 yards on the day. Dewanye Tucker, he had a total of 6 touches for 45 yards, and he ends up with 2 touchdowns on the day. And Stephon McCray, number 5 touches, and he had 10 yards on the day, and he was able to bring the total for the Panthers rushing-wise, if we're not mistaken here, was 165 yards rushing. No, let me make sure I got that right. 278 yards rushing for the Panthers. It was 434 yards rushing for the Rice Owls. The rushing leaders for the Owls was Samuel Stewart. Samuel Stewart had a total of 11 touches for 116 yards, 1 touchdown. His counterpart, Austin Walter. Walter had 8 touches for 48 yards, and he had a touchdown as well. Derek Dillard, number 1, he had 12 touches for 43 yards, and he had no touchdowns. The other Rice Owl to get a touchdown was J.T. Granado. He got the 4-yard touchdown run off the quarterback keeper. As far as passing goes, Jalen Morton, in his first start of the season, was 18 of 29, 2 interceptions, 278 yards total, 2 touchdowns. His long was 62 yards. More importantly, he did not get sacked today. His counterpart, Mr. Tyler Staling. Staling had 22 receptions on 31 attempts, no interceptions, 407 yards, 5 touchdown passes. He was sacked 1 time. He also had Mr. James Maiden, who did a touchdown reception to the quarterback Staling on the double reverse flea flicker. He was 1 for 1 for 27 yards and a touchdown. As far as the Panthers in receiving go, had a breakout performance by Darius Floyd. Darius Floyd, 6 receptions, 139 yards, 1 touchdown with a long of 62 yards. Joshua Simmons had a big game. Well, he had 6 receptions, 30 yards, and his long was 12 yards. Demario Lestrap got a late start. He ended up with 4 catches, 51 yards on the day. His long was 19 yards. And you had Quentin Bell got his first touchdown today. He only had 1 catch for 47 yards and a touchdown reception. As far as receivers go for the Rice Owls, you had Timmy Alaka. Alaka had 6 receptions, 143 yards, 1 touchdown, along with 46 yards. You had Nate German. German had a total of 4 receptions, 75 yards, a touchdown. His long was 50 yards. And you had Austin Walter. Walter with 2 receptions, 19 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Panthers dropped to 4-3 overall, 4-1 in conference play, and the Rice Owls will go to 1-6 on the season, still looking for their first win in conference play. We're going to take us a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll give you some scores and updates around the Southwestern Athletic Conference and the rest of the MEAC if we have time to get that in. You're listening to the Panthers post-game report right here on the Panthers Sports Network.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
What? Why? Just wait for the inheritance. We've definitely got a rich uncle somewhere. We're 1 call away from the winner's circle at the Derby, dinners with multiple forks, a vacation home in the country, using summer as a verb.
You don't actually think that, do you?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs, the Texas Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
If you're a homeowner facing foreclosure and a so-called loan modification expert asks you for an upfront payment, run fast. Be aware of promises that can't be kept, like,
I guarantee to save your home.
We can significantly lower your mortgage payment.
Protect yourself from foreclosure scams. Assistance from a HUD-approved housing counselor is your assurance that the information is trustworthy, and it's free. Visit www.hud.gov/fairhousing.
A message from HUD in partnership with the National Fair Housing Alliance.
And welcome back to the post-game report here on KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Panthers fall 65-44 to the Rice Owls as they will get ready to take on Jackson State on next week. Jackson State was victorious over the Texas Southern Tigers by the score of 21-13 to spoil homecoming for Texas Southern. Other SWAC action saw Grambling State Tigers having no problem with Mississippi Valley State, winning by the score of 59-10. And at halftime, Southern University is on top of Arkansas Pine Bluff by the score of 21-10. Other scores of interest as far as the MEAC is concerned, and week number 8 saw North Carolina A&T over Howard by the score of 34-7. North Carolina Central 21, Morgan State 17. South Carolina State 30, Delaware State 3. Bethune-Cookman beats Norfolk State by the score of 21-14. And you had Hampton losing to Florida A&M by the score of 31-14. Our final score here was 65-44. The Panthers falling short to the Rice Owls. We were able to hear from Coach Willie Simmons and hear his post-game analysis of today's performance.
Simmons, post-game report.
You know, I thought the kids came out second half and really competed. Coach Bailiff after the game told me that our guys don't quit, and that's something that I talked to our team about. So the best compliment that you can get from another head coach is that your team plays hard and they don't quit. So it's the first time we got that compliment all year, so hopefully we can take this momentum and build on it. Still a lot of things to clean up. We played too bad the first half to give ourselves a chance, dug ourselves a hole. But I thought the guys came out the second half and really competed, really made some plays on both sides of the ball, and hopefully we can make some corrections, but take the momentum that we had in the second half and use that to hopefully take care of business the last 4 games.
Thank you, Coach.
And, of course, you heard Coach Shotgun Willie Simmons. We want to thank Mr. Marcus Dotson on that excellent reporting. Great job, young man. Great job. Coach Willie Simmons, you got to be pleased with how the Panthers finished this game. Not how they started the game, but how they finished the game. The Panthers really didn't give themselves any type of momentum to try to get this thing on the way as they went to the halftime already in a big deficit. But when you look at it and how the Panthers came together on that second half, you got to be pleased with everything that you saw happening on today. Once again, we'll give you a quick wrap-up. Panthers lose by the score of 65-44. Total offense today for the Panthers, 61 plays, 457 yards. For the Rice Owls, 69 plays, 639 yards. The Panthers had a total on the penalties, 11 penalties for 107 yards, while the Rice Owls had 10 penalties for 86 yards. Panthers had the ball for 29 minutes and 16 seconds, while the Rice Owls had it for 30 minutes and 44 seconds. Panthers were 4 of 13 on third downs, and the Rice Owls were 3 of 10 on third downs. Panthers were 2 of 3 on fourth downs, and the Owls were 1 of 4 on fourth downs. Both teams were successful in the red zone. Panthers 1 for 1, and the Owls were 4 for 4. I'm thinking about the Tigers next week, which will be the next opponent for the Panthers. SWAC coverage will continue as we will continue to give you that game as well. If I'm not mistaken, that is a 2 p.m. kickoff, and we'll be right there to give you all the live action right here at KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. That is going to wrap up this broadcast on today. We want to thank you for listening. We want to thank our studio engineer, Mr. Andre Davis. Ms. Cherise helped out back at the studios. I want to thank my helper, Mr. Marcus Dotson. I affectionately call him Snacks because he is always on the prowl looking for something, and I'm pretty sure he's ready to get something after this one is all over with. I want to thank the GM, Mr. John Hughes, and we want to thank you for listening throughout PV Nation. I'm Dr. Mike Prince. Panthers fall short by the score of 65-44. We'll be back next week with another live broadcast right here at KPVU 91.3 FM, your Jazz and Heritage NPR member station. Until next week, be blessed and we'll see you on the other side. Good night.